Oh my god. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, you lovely folks joining me here nice and early over at Marvel Snapstone. Welcome on in. Hopefully, we're all having a lovely day today. Emphasis on morning. It is bright and early for myself. Nice and shiny. Should be good. Looking forward to seeing exactly what it is that our brand new season has to offer. Hopefully, he says, it's Zabu. The new season screen has just kicked in. A new season begins. At the start of each season you lose 3 tiers. You cannot drop below iron. It is indeed very early for me. Very early for me, Sean. But honestly, happy to be here. We can see Zabu lurking in the background. No developers' notes before this, so we're not entirely sure what we're getting ourselves in for, or exactly what this is going to look like. January 2023, Savage Land. There we go. It is in fact confirmed. It is in the client. Check it out. Well, ladies and gents, it released exactly as it was supposed to. Zabu, 3 cost, 2 power. Your 4 cost cards cost 2 less. There we go. It is in the client. It is time for me to buy it, which, you know, the way this works, I absolutely cannot and will not have my card details on screen. So, give us 2 seconds while we put that together and get the bundle purchased. Then we'll get some decks built. We'll get ourselves underway and see exactly what it's like to play games with Zabu. Should be pretty exciting. Looking forward to this one. The card is definitely very, very strong, and I'm looking forward to seeing whether it's as strong as we think it is, whether it's a bit of a flash in the pan. You know what the situation is in that regard. There's only one way to find out. So give us 2 seconds, and we will do exactly that. Season Pass taking a second to get itself loaded up. Obviously, it has just updated. Steam, obviously, taking a second as well. So bear with me while I do this. But yeah, there we go. So confirmation that everything is as we expected. I don't think any changes have come with it, is the thing. I was kind of curious as to whether we were going to have any balance notes, any card changes go live with this. And nothing is immediately obvious when I go into the client that that's the case. So I guess we'll find out moving forward real quick. Zabu's going to be nuts. It's going to be quite interesting, isn't it? It's going to be quite interesting. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, Buddha, thank you very much. I appreciate you. You are indeed thin and handsome. Thank you for the transition, my friend. Gustavo, thank you so much for the brand new subscription. I appreciate you. Welcome on into the channel. What are we going to run with Zabu? Well, we actually have a few things that we're going to go into right now, hopefully. So let's go take a look. Okie dokie, decklist screen is the one that we want. I got a few things built, so we're going to start getting Zabu into this one by one now that it is in our collection. So I have a few things built, a few things to try out. The things that I'm going to need you to keep in mind, chat, is really simple, honestly. Sadly, whether I like it or not, I do not have Shuri, and I do not have Absorbing Man. So without those 2 cards, there's only so much I can do with this. Which is, you know, there's still plenty to do, but those are 2 haymakers that I do not have, so do keep that in mind. We've got Negative Zabu here. Negative Zabu, a list I'm interested in trying out, basically based around all these 4-cost cards that have very, very low power, and trying to find a home for Crystal, because Crystal should be able to hopefully let us refill our hand with chunks of stuff after we're done doing the silly Zabu thing. So of course, reducing Mr. Negative, reducing Jubilee, reducing Wong, Shang-Chi, and Crystal in this list. That one should be pretty sweet. We have a variation on the Move Moon deck we were playing on stream the other day. Looking forward to trying this one out with cheap Moon Girls, but also cheap things like Shang-Chi, and occasionally just a cheap Miles Morales if we fail to move anything else over. This is also the deck that includes Enchantress to give us more game against other Zabu players, because I expect there to be quite a lot of that going forward over the course of today. So yeah, looking forward to trying out this one as well. We have the Hella Discard Zabu deck that we talked about in the article that went live the other day. This one very much a nod to previous synergies in the form of Hellcow and Strong Guy, looking to reduce the cost of those cards back down to 2, where they were obviously quite ridiculous during the beta. Also lets us do some silly things with Jubilee and Ghost Rider in this shell, so looking forward to seeing how this one performs with the card as well. We've got good card Zabu, again unfortunately in this case. A lot of people were very excited for this one in the article and the video that we put out, but I am missing Shuri, so if we're playing this one, it's going to be very much a case of living without Shuri and seeing how it feels. But this one's good for the anti-meta tech as well. Enchantress here, Jessica Jones, Moon Girl, and White Queen, your big payoff cards for Zabu in this case. Last but not least, I have Kazabu, the deck that we obviously featured again on the video as well. Looking forward to trying this one out too. That's very much based around Khazar, Strong Guy, and Hellcow, as that synergy used to be back in beta, and seeing if Zabu can bring that back to life. So we have a variety of places to start. You know where I have to start, because I'm a dirty, dirty Mr. Negative stan. So we're going to start with a little bit of negative Zabu. Let me grab a screenshot of this one to get in the bottom corner for you folks that are joining me. And let's get our first games of Zabu goodness underway. I'm very excited. Very excited. Let's see if this card is everything that it is cracked up to be. There we go. Are there balance changes? Not that I've been made aware of. Nothing popped up when I came into the game, which is fine. I'll go check leader real quick, just because that's the most likely one. No, doesn't look like it. Looks like we are still where we expected to be. Alright. Let's see the bad cat in action. Let's go. Yeah, looks like no balance changes dropped with this at the moment, unless I've missed something. Alright. No 4-drops in a Zabu, exactly how we drew it up. Iceman ices the Iron Man. Try saying that 3 times fast. Okay, we find negative. That's something. Looking for another 4-drop. We'll be playing Zabu on 3 even if it's wrong, because I want to play with my card. Ego, no! No, you can't do this to me! Yes! Yes! Okay, there's a chance. There's a chance. Snap, send a message. There's a chance we still get to do the thing. Oh, don't Wong into negative. Don't do it, because you'll flip my deck twice. And I will be so very upset. Okay, okay. Opponent just got out of here. Opponent doesn't want to play for cubes this early in the morning. Reasonable. Well, that was an emotional rollercoaster of a start. You always snap on ego, folks. It's about sending a message. So far, Zabu is glued to my hand, which we will take. Replacements for Zola and Crystal. So, honestly, I think this version of the deck is very much built to utilize Black Panther Zola at the top end. I think you can play any other negative top end if you prefer. You could play things like Sarah. Yeah, a lot of things. In Crystal's case, she is just one of the 4-drops I want to test out with Mr. Negative. See how that manages to play out when you empty your hand so quickly and vigorously. I don't even know if she's good. So I guess just try another 4-drop in that slot would be my instinct. Alright. Zabu, let's go. Opponent with the Bishop. We have reduced Jubilee and Crystal and Wong. Okay. Alright. I guess it looks like this. Wong Jubilee on 4, sorry. Jesus. Keep Lucky Guela clear in case we find Black Panther. We hit the negative. Very nice. Opponent will White Queen, gets themselves a copy of Arnhem Zola. We do draw the Black Panther.
It seems to run on some form of electricity.
I'll snap, I guess. Brand new sub coming in from Rocky. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate you. This could be nasty. Obviously, Wakanda Embassy a little fuller than we'd like it to be. But we can hope to hit the Panther first. That Shang-Chi costs 1. Okay. Are we even Zolaing here? Maybe we're not. I can just play like 11 power into Lecaguela. Hex, I think unfortunately this list is very much like brand new. I can't really tell you if there is a version with or without. Ah, this is way too cool. If I lose cubes, screw it. I don't know, unfortunately. I think Wong is a big one with Zabu, unfortunately. Crystal Panther Zola, I think very likely you can live without. It's very much an experimentation as to what you want your top end to be. And the answer is I don't know yet. And also what you want your 4-drops to be. So obviously we're trying out Crystal in that slot. We hit the Wong first. I think we might have killed ourselves. Yeah, no worries, Hex. I'm just hesitant to tell you to... His opponent's doing some Zabu stuff too with crossbones over there. Alright. I don't mind trying to blind flip a Zola early in the morning. Makes for a good show. Yeah, I think I'm very hesitant to just tell people what they should and shouldn't do off the back. Because obviously, I haven't played any games with the card except for these 2 that you've just seen on stream. Also had to sub out 2 cards. Yeah, Hex, unfortunately, a lot of the decks I'm playing today aren't, like, I guess, optimal. Because I would like to be playing with a lot of Shuri, and I have no Shuri. Or a lot of Absorbing Man, and I have no Absorbing Man either. Oh yeah, Crystal is definitely just here because it's Zabu. 100%. TVA is not good. Not good at all. That is not a hand that we're looking for. Well, I imagine we're running. We are definitely running. Cool. TVA, I imagine, is actually probably pretty good for the Zabu decks if they draw Zabu, and pretty horrible for them if they don't. Not the best of starts for us, but that's fine. I wanted to blind flip a Zabu. I did what I came here to do. Blind flip a Zola. And we'll see where I land. Folks, if you are joining me nice and early, I ask of you one small thing that will do me a very, very large favour. If you don't mind, please like this stream. Just go press that thumb for me. It helps us reach more people. Puts more rocks in my deck, which I'm sure you all want at this time in the morning. And just it helps please the algorithm, helps get us out there to more and more people, and I would really appreciate that if you could do that. Alternatively, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. What would I build if I did have Absorbing Man? You unlocked him recently. We actually put out tons of Absorbing Man lists in the Zabu feature that went up 2 days ago. I would recommend most of those. I think the one I want to do the most with Absorbing Man is the Spider-Man combo, because you can obviously trigger Spider-Man several times. Over and over again, courtesy of Zabu. Hey Avalon, how we doing, friend? Hopefully all is well with you. Opponent with the Electro, sure. So far, we have rocks. Ooh, fruity. Well, all my 4-cost cards are about to cost 1. I don't know if that's any good right now, because our hand isn't particularly 4-cost heavy. But here we are. Opponent will arrow, so that is now no longer true. And I am a sad Scot. Okay, so now I have some options. Having fun with the Running Man deck, very nice. So I can just Shang-Chi Jubilee, or I can just go Panther Zola, which is probably fine too. Already loving Lady Sif and Ghost Rider turn 5. That's something I definitely want to play a bit of. We have a Hella list available to play a bit later on today, and I do think Ghost Rider wins quite a lot from Zabu's existence. I think we are supposed to Panther most of the time. See where we end up on 6. Opponent with the Doc Doom. Can't believe our opponent's playing Electro Ramp deck and we're kind of not finding Shang-Chi targets. It's pretty miserable. This has not been the best for us so far, to be honest. What pool is Zabu in? It currently is not. It is literally fresh off the presses, your brand new season pass card. First thing first, literally only available in the season pass right now. Alright, Scott, you gotta wake up a bit. I know it's early, but we need to do stuff. Murder World is mostly fine. Iceman hits the Angela. That's a bit sad. Yeah, we'll be in Series 5 when the pass ends at the end of the month. Opponent will Scorpion. Jeez, we are definitely seeing the downside of decks that include Zabu right now because until you draw it, your hand is pretty gunk. All right. Well, we did find it. So let's do the thing. We get to negative into Jubilee, which is pretty strong, honestly. Do we keep a Panther lane open now? Probably. Opponent White Queens hits a Zola, very nice. Just play Spider-Man into Absorbing Man mid and right on turn 5. Yeah, I do think Spider-Man Absorbing Man is going to be pretty dang gnarly. And we'll have to see where it lands. We flip a Crystal, we also hit an Iron Heart, sure. Okay. You think patch is either tomorrow or next week? Because based on last patch it was a Wednesday. I have no way of knowing. There is only one way we're going to find out, and that is when it turns up. I was kind of expecting some release notes before now, and they just didn't happen. These Shang-Chis have been looking pretty awkward so far today. Brand new subscriber coming in, Junior Mint, thank you very much, appreciate you. We may have just killed ourselves in the face of this Magneto.
No, what are we, a team? No,
You love to see it.
chemical mixture that makes chaos.
Hex, thank you for the sub, buddy, appreciate you. Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone, good to see you. That was a pretty good Magneto, and we are not having a good time with this one to start things off today. Jason, thank you very much for the brand new sub, buddy, I appreciate you. Welcome on in to the channel. How does Zabu interact with Wave? I'm pretty sure it doesn't work, but I don't have confirmation on that at this time, unfortunately. Endoblast, welcome on in. Thank you for the sub, friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Watching from the Philippines. Hello, in the Philippines. I'm in the UK, and it is currently 3 in the morning. You can skip leader for the moment. So, VG, I am always super hesitant to tell anyone to buy anything because I do not know what your collection looks like. I have no idea about the future, what you enjoy, all that kind of wonderful nonsense. So it's hard for me to tell you. And obviously, leader nerf might be coming. There are no refunds. I just don't feel comfortable telling you to buy it right now because I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Arnim does not enjoy what just happened to him. Alright, let's start stacking up. Early White Queen into Iron Man was an unfavourable Sakar for us. Okie dokie. We get to do the thing at least. Good to watch early release. That was the plan, Ace. That was the plan. Wanted to get myself up nice and early so I could play with the cards straight away. People are obviously very excited, want to see it in action. So here I am. Here I am doing that nonsense. Alright, so we get to do the crystal thing here, right? Whee! Opponent will rescue. Rescue probably eats a fat Shang-Chi if we're given the choice. Well, that worked. So no nerfs with the rollover. No nerfs at the moment that I am aware of, no. So this is definitely going here. We have, like, too much stuff. It's quite funny. I guess we do this. We gotta hold the Shang-Chi for now, because we need it to kill the rescue. Crystal replacement? I think any 4-drop is fine to start with. It has less power than its cost. We're very much just trying stuff at this moment in time. And Crystal seems interesting with Mr. Negative, so that's why I'm trying it out. But I think you can basically try out any 4-drop you like that has equal to or less power than its cost. Well, I'm going for opponent agrees they would like to leave. And that is fine by me. It's been 20 seconds, so how good is the card and why is it going to destroy the meta? Oh! Tyrant of Tales, let me tell you all about how I have no fucking idea. It's so insert adjective. I can't wait to find out, but oh, Weird World. Oh, okay. Gotta love me some Weird World. Alrighty, opponent with the Nova. All the worlds, apparently. Opponent's playing Nakia. This is a very nice Nakia. Look at that. Look at that. Hey, Derek, from what I understand, unfortunately, working with the tracker on mobile is a nightmare. I understand that working on mobile is basically next to impossible. If you have further questions about when that may be possible, I recommend talking to our lead dev in the Discord server, but I wouldn't expect it anytime soon. Last game was impressive, it was. When we did the thing, it was quite impressive. The question is, how consistently do we do the thing? Alright, well, Nakia mid seems fine here, honestly. You need to know if you just wasted £13. Me too! Brand new sub, Michael Woodard, thank you very much, appreciate you. Welcome on into Marvel Snap Zone, my friend, welcome, welcome. The dev update video is out and battle mode is coming this month. Yes! Blog post coming in a few days. Ace Herrera Photography, thank you very much for the sub, I appreciate you. Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone. Battle mode in a few days, weeks, sometime this month. Okay, I'm excited. That sounds good. Oh, buddy. I have some tournaments to run. CW, yeah, we're literally like 6 games in. I don't expect things to be good yet. We're very much experimenting. Thinking about the Sarah Surfer deck I posted. You don't have Polaris though. What should you play instead? Big endgame stats are fine. Something like Wolfsbane is pretty acceptable, I think, yeah. No worries, Derek. Happy to help. Just go, what were the buffs and nerfs? No buffs and nerfs as far as I'm aware currently. Your favourite card is Sarah. Do I think Zabu is a better Sarah, or will they work together? I think they'll work together very, very well, I would think. Zabu, Mary, Cage. Interesting. I don't have Luke Cage, unfortunately, so it's hard for me to comment on that one. Opponent wants to snap. I'm curious. I don't think we're going anywhere, but I don't think we're playing this Sarah either. Opponent with the Iron Man, sure. So using Spider-Man makes sense, Serapoth. I've got a few things to play tonight. Looking forward to seeing what's what. Alright, well, I think I just have to do this now, right? If I eat the opposing Shang-Chi, I eat the opposing Shang-Chi. Zabu with Wave works. I have no idea just yet, unfortunately. Haven't seen the interaction. Not currently playing the interaction. Don't know. Tips for getting out of Platinum. Honestly, Ace, the biggest thing people are not doing enough in Marvel Snap is retreating. And don't get me wrong, it's easy for me to say that when I'm sometimes staying in games for content. But my biggest tip for you is just think a little bit more about when you're snapping and when you're retreating. It is easily the biggest flaw in some people's games. Family Night, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm really enjoying trying to make the Marvel Snap community a better place. So, it's good to know that you're also enjoying that, I guess. What would you swap Crystal with in this deck at the minute? There's a number of 4-cost cards. I would like to play Shuri here, but I don't have it. Any 4-cost card with less power than its cost would be a place to start. But we're very much experimenting, so... Zabu decks are too dependent on him, you think? I think probably right now, yeah, almost certainly. Where people figure out how to get the best out of... We're negativing mid. Think we are, yeah. I think people are going to take a while to figure it out, you know? We'll see if going all in on it is the way to go, or whether you just want incidental synergies. Oh, that's not terrible. So we can Panther Zola here if we prefer. Celadon, thank you very much. Oh, that's very, very sweet of you, buddy. I appreciate the $15 donation. That really means a lot. Appreciate the super chat. Welcome to the channel, and thank you for enjoying the content, my dude. I think this is where we're supposed to... this is tempting. I think this is where we're supposed to go, though. We find the Shang-Chi. I think opponent's doing hella nonsense. Hella nonsense. I guess we really have no idea of knowing where we stand, so... Good chance we should just retreat here, but without knowing what's behind the Invisible Woman. It's kind of hard to be sure. Lance, thank you very much for the $5 donation, my friend. I appreciate you. Welcome on in to Marvel Snap Zone. Once again, I appreciate the super chat, my dude. It means a lot. Thank you, thank you. You have a 4 variant 5k tokens. Ruins the idea of it. I think it's fine, honestly, Barbarian. Just don't buy it. It's okay. Hey, Blobfish, I'm doing well this morning, thank you. Hopefully you are too. It's weird to be up at this time, but it's always a nice treat to come and do these release streams and see how things go. To people who want to climb, do the math on what your opponent's likely. Yeah, of course, Stephen. Yeah, for sure. Barbarian, I understand that, but the shop rotates every, like, 8 hours. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Thoughts on this deck so far? This feels a little inconsistent, currently. I'm not sure if Panther Zola is where you want to be, just because it's hard to get value from your negative cards at the same time. The games that we've had Zabu in play, we've kind of not seen any Shang-Chi targets either, which has definitely been a bit awkward. That being said, the one game that we did have nice and early on with this one, that everything kind of came together, it felt very smooth. So I wonder if there's a balance we can find. Looking for another 4-cost card to go alongside Mr. Negative on turn 4 here, that is the plan. We are not playing into Gamma Lab. We find Crystal. Is that a thing we want to do? That's probably a thing that we want to do. So... Zabu? Hey, Seven Bank, how you doing, my friend? Opponent also on the Zabu train. Everyone doing the cool new thing. Hello. You feel it may be boring, but I think the Zabu Zoo deck might do well. Yeah, I've got it available. Zabu Wave is so broken. Do we have confirmation that works? If we have confirmation that works, I'm scared. Like, genuinely scared. Alright, so we're going to go negative into Crystal and spin our hand into negative stuff. Seems pretty good. Try to replace Shang-Chi with Enchantress. Might very well happen, yeah, I think so. 5-0 with it, maybe it's lucky. Well, Serapov, keep it up. Keep it up.
He really grows on you, doesn't he?
Opponent was Spider-Man. Our brand new sub coming in. Jimmy Lee, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone. We're getting rock slided. It doesn't work. Okay. Am I playing MTG? I come from MTG, yeah, originally. It's where I started making content at the very, very beginning. Dracula, welcome to Marvel Snap Zone. Welcome, welcome. Pleasure to have you here, friend.
He really grows on you, doesn't he?
Doesn't work. We've got confirmation that it does not work. Okay. Iron Man or Panther here is the question. I think the answer is Panther. Opponent with the Sandman. Okay. Breaking the Zabu mirror already, it would appear. We don't beat a Sandman here, do we? Hey, Noun, how you doing? It does work with Sarah, yeah, we know that. That's okay. That's okay. We don't beat a Sandman. This is pretty miserable. Okay. This has definitely felt a little underwhelming so far. The Sandman tech already out in force. Already out in force. I'm definitely interested in seeing Crystal seeing play, though. It would be very cool if Crystal can help a deck like this come together. Crossbones is a sweet one, yeah. I haven't actually built anything with Crossbones, and I would like to. I think it's definitely got a chance of being quite good in the Zola shells. Can this deck work without Wong Zola? Definitely. I actually haven't been very impressed by it so far at all, so... I think very, very possible. Gonna Psylocke instead of Angela here. Hopefully draw a 4 that we care about. Get it into play early. Daily Bugal gives us a Mystique. Okay, so opponent is... Oh, okay. Opponent on the Patriot goodness. Do we think negative into bar with no name is good enough to win this game? Probably. Let's get some cubes. Zabu's all balanced. You can play Thing and Jessica turns 4, which is 14 power. I mean, yeah, you can. It's a factually accurate statement. No one has any idea whether this card is balanced, good, bad, cracked, terrible, left, right, soup, potato, banana, any of the above at this point in time. We have played, like, no games with it. Ooh. Sadly, this probably has to be played without an effect, because putting anything into the bar with no name seems bad, and I would like to avoid doing that. Hilariously, I have the same problem with the Ironheart here, in that I don't want to give power to Mr. Negative. Let's do this. Won't Zero Venom deck would work, since most big cards are 4-card? Maybe. How you doing? I have no idea. Looking forward to figuring out. Playing some games. Brand new sub coming in. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate you. Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone. Hopefully you're having a lovely day so far. It's good to see you.
Thank you.
I think the Iron Man goes into Bugle here. I think. Satya, thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate you. Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone. Zabu into Jessica Jones plus Absorbing Man seems fun. I agree. Unfortunately, I do not have Absorbing Man. I'm desperate for it. Would very much like to find out if it's any good. So we go Mystique, Zabu. Opponent with the Onslaught. We are not winning this, okay. Alright. Folks, as always, you have to bear with me. It is obviously very, very early in the morning. My brain is not set on doing math just yet. Math is a foreign concept. Alright, we have some collectibles to pick up. Hey, Taylor. Dub's coming soon for sure, Taylor. We're going to play many different decks tonight. Free stuff. Okay, credits. Boosters for Aero, very nice. I'll take Aero boosters. I actually want some of those. Credits. Don't worry, I don't bite. Not a title I will ever use. More credits. Mystery variant. Let's take a look. Okay, that's pretty lackluster. Credits. Very nice. I will take a chunk of free credits. You were about to get Shuri, but Shadow King is coming. Any thoughts? I mean, I think Shuri's pretty great, personally. Any Rex for Wong or Zola replacements? I don't think I know what you would do off the top of my head, but I do think there are... You can play this deck without it, but I'm not sure what the replacements are. That's a good hit. That's definitely a good hit. Am I still sleepy? 100%. Like, absolutely. Well, I don't want to snap because we both hit the perfects on Sakar. But the perfects are the perfects. You think Zabu's a great addition? You can play it if you like Wong. Yeah, they have similar counters. The problem is, for the most part, that it is, of course, a bit cheaper. Coming down on turn 3 is a pretty significant difference. Yeah, I think there are... You could definitely play a negative Zabu list without the Panther Zola top end. I just don't know what the correct top end is. Well, we're about to get an answer on whether or not the reduction works on Zabu for Panther. It does not. There you go. Confirmed that is not how that works. Well. Now I'll probably snap. This is a bit silly. Seven back, my pleasure. I know I don't have to do these super early streams, but I like to. They're really fun when a new card comes out. So the Iron Man, unfortunately, does eat a fat leech, but it's still a 0-5. And we obviously have a gajillion power all over the place now, courtesy of our friend Panther Zola. Look at that. Huge Wong fan, so you are Zabu too? Makes sense, makes sense. Does Zabu allow you to play 4-cost cards into Goose? Yes, it should do, I think. What has happened? Opponent, I made many Panthers. That's what happened. Goodbye. That one definitely worked. When you flip Zola, it does feel like cheating. If you lack Crystal, do you play Absorbing Man in this deck? I think Absorbing Man might encourage you to make some other choices too if you've got it. I think you like the Absorbing Man Spider-Man combo is very strong, and they both play very well with negative. I don't think you need Crystal. I'm just experimenting with Crystal to see what you can do. Zabu's busted. We are like less than 10 games deep. I do not think I can comment on that just yet. So Mr. Negative is better than Zabu. Confirmed. Are the new bundles data mined? I don't know. I've been live since everything went up, I'm afraid. I have no idea, to be honest with you. We will play to the raft here. I imagine we're not filling it before our opponent, though. Hello, opponent. How are we doing? Why is there so much Karmatage around today? Not that I'm complaining, but there is a lot of Karmatage here today. Opponent's going to fill the raft before we are. I think I would rather just get my energy boost from Karmatage. Opponent with the Zabu. Well, that changes things a little. You worship Zabu? That's your business, my friend. Your business. Happy with Zabu, in some ways balanced. I was afraid of an instant nerf, it may not be needed. As I say, we're literally like, the card has been out for 39 minutes. I'm not going to pretend that anyone has any idea if this card is good, bad, left, right, sideways, or up or down. Because we just don't. Fair enough, Family Night. I think Psylocke is probably pretty good in this one, unfortunately, with you accelerating towards 4, so it does seem like it'd be a pretty good loss, but you might be able to live without it. Spirit of Destroyer Thor was your rank variant. I am very nice. I own that one too. It's a nice variant. I enjoy it for sure. Oh, Mohammed, I'm sorry to hear that. Zabu Crossbones Rescue Omega Red. Very nice. I think there's so many things you can do. I'm very much looking forward to seeing what all those things are. You'll always be my remedy. I think we're okay here. We can just Iron Man mid, right? How full is my opponent's hand? 4 cards. So they shouldn't be able to turn on this strong guy. Alright. Control Sarah with Absorbing Man? Yeah, for sure. I think there is plenty of ridiculous Absorbing Man, Spider-Man stuff you can do. that I unfortunately cannot do because I do not have Absorbing Man. Smooth and buttery. Don't even need to do Zabu or negative stuff that game. We just get to play Wong Comatage, which of course always kind of feels like cheating. Yeah, I think the key to quote-unquote breaking Zabu is going to be whether or not you can build a list that plays good games when you don't draw the Zabu. I will be snapping with this hand, because it does everything I want a hand to do in Marvel Snap, and that is play Mr. Negative as quickly as humanly possible. Opponent plays a Carnage into the Superflow, which makes me think they might be more asleep than I am. I would also like this Mr. Negative to die, so in you go. Whee! And it's gone. Turn 2 negative, anybody? Do I care about this Ironheart dying? Probably not, honestly. It's a bot, I know. I'm aware. It's just funnier to joke about it. Hey Michael, it's going well, thank you. Still waking up, but I'm here. I have arrived. We find ourselves with a bit of Zabu. I think we are fine to play Panther over into the Superflow now. Maybe it's Agatha all along. I think it probably is just a bot. The Sandman solution for Zabu will not bother you, much like the leader thing didn't. Indeed, yeah. I think that's definitely a note to keep track of. We are doing a really crap job at finding Shang-Chi targets. Well, if opponent wants to snap back, I'm certainly not complaining. So this probably just goes here. Opponent with the Warpath, sure. How's the deck running? It's been a bit clunky, honestly, so far. But that's okay. We expect a little bit of clunk. Why make a choice between Surfer and Zabu when you can just run both? Certainly can. I look forward to seeing how that plays out in due time. I don't think I have a Surfer list built for tonight, actually, but we might put one together. It's not exactly hard for us to throw stuff together. How many 4-drops do I think is appropriate? I think it depends on if you're playing Moon Girl, to be honest.
No. We're a chemical.
Brand new sub, non-bar. Thank you very much. Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone.
We're a time bomb.
Pleasure to see you tonight, this morning, this evening, wherever you might be. More brand new subscribers coming in. Folks, if you are joining me for the first time tonight, welcome on in. It's really nice to see so many of you hanging out on the Marvel Snap Zone channel. If you could do me a small favour and help us reach more and more people, I would really appreciate it if you could like this stream for me. Just press the thumb. It goes a very, very long way in helping the algorithm push us out to more people, get them in through the door and watching this sweet-ass Marvel Snap content. So I would really, really appreciate it if you could. Alternatively, if you want to make sure you're not missing out on content yourself, please do consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. Or if you want to support what I'm doing over here at Marvel Snap Zone, please consider becoming a member on the channel. Get yourself some bonus emotes and some badges and stuff, and help keep my wages paid. Zabu cracked or nah? The card has been out for 44 minutes. I don't know. Still very much working on it. This is a bit rubbish, honestly. Let us stack up. I guess we would rather stack this up somewhere else that isn't the big house in case we can no longer play into it. Hand is kind of crap. Opponent's stacking up in Tinkerer's Workshop. Thank you, Taylor. I appreciate you. Means a lot. Wongus. What happened to Friend Battles? Friend Battles should be out this month, I think. How often do I plan to switch to another Zabu deck? In about 10 minutes. I'm going to try and do them in 45 minutes to an hour chunks. Somewhere in that kind of range. Yeah, Peter, I think you can run a list of this deck without Black Panther and Zola, but I don't know what the replacements are. I know Lunchbox, I'm working on it, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I've failed you. What do you mean by 3 AM? It's 9:45 here. It is now 3:45 in the morning for me. Friend battles are arriving this month. They are still on the way, don't worry. Hey, Yogish. I'm doing very well, thank you. Hopefully you are too. Based on my 45 minutes of experience with the card, what is my in-depth breakdown of how it will adjust the meta? Yes. I would like to leave. It's far too soon to tell. Far too soon to tell. Hey, Aldo. Second Dinner seems to be not addressing the economy of Series 4 or 5. Did I happen to hear anything about it? I did not. Contrary to popular belief, I don't usually know anything about Marvel Snap that you guys don't know. We don't get special early access to stuff that you guys, you know, don't know. And anything that we do find out, we tend to post on the website pretty quickly so that you do know, for the most part. Super Graphic, thank you. It's kind of my niche, I think. Gin and Tonic, thank you for the sub. Appreciate you. Means a lot. I'm not the best Marvel Snap player, but I am a good community manager. I'm good at just sitting here and talking with you and talking about Marvel Snap. Mark Lord, thank you for the sub. I appreciate you. Means a lot. Why not add it at the beginning? Because development is hard, Mo. It might not be ready to go just yet. I don't know. I'm sure they've got their reasons. Okay, we can Wongers into Crystal here, which is kind of nice. Okay. Hey, Internet Man. Keep Electro pinned or nah? Only thing missing from ramp. 6th chance, I'm always very hesitant to tell anybody to buy anything because I don't know your collection, I don't know what you enjoy, and collector's tokens are very valuable. And I am indeed only a man on the internet. That all being said, I think Electro is a very sweet card, and I love the ramp deck. I would personally probably buy it, but I already have it, so obviously it's very easy for me to say that. If what you want is my opinion, yes, Electro is very cool. Okay, Wonga's Jubilee, or we could Wonga's Jubilee fill the raft. That seems kind of funny. Let's do that. No nerfs, not right now, unfortunately. Maybe in the near future. Who can you replace Crystal and Black Panther for? I think if you replace Panther, you don't play Zola. I'm not sure what the replacement for them is, though. Crystal can basically be replaced with any 4-drop card at this time. Oh, no! Oh, dear. I mean, I'm going to stick through the snap because I think we can win this, but that was not planned. I have no idea. Yeah, Crystal, any 4-drop with less power than its cost, I think can work. The worst timeline, that did not work how we expected. Next deck on tap, I've got a couple. I'm not sure what we're going to play just yet. I will have a gander very shortly. Snap, definitely not snapping. Good lord. What's better here? Like this, I guess? Good evening, Shade. Good to see you, buddy. How are we doing? Welcome, welcome. You think that's a lever? It probably should have been, yeah. Do we know when we're expecting balance changes? We do not. We do not have a timeline on balance changes on the way. You really see Crystal played since the nerf? Yeah, we're trying to see whether it's any good with Zabu. That is very much the plan here. 50 minutes in, you've already seen someone with the card back from level 25 season XP. That shouldn't be possible. Holy God. Since you don't have Panther and you need to take out Zola, Tom, I don't know, unfortunately, as I say, very much a first iteration of this deck to see what works with Zabu. I don't feel comfortable telling you replacements just yet because I have no idea. I have no idea if the deck is even good. So I don't feel comfortable suggesting stuff. My first thoughts, again, are just like traditional negative style top end. Maybe you can play something like Sarah instead. I am not sure. You can just buy it with gold. You can buy yourself 10 levels. Yeah, I think Shang-Chi doesn't work here because we obviously have reveal priority. But a good chance we should likely have gotten out of that game. It was a bit too much of a mess to leave, though. And I really wanted the full clip for the YouTube video. So I have my clip of me Zolaing myself into the floor. And now I can live with that. We're all good. Glad you're streaming late. I'm streaming very early instead of late for me. But welcome on in, Shade. Welcome. It's good to see you. I really appreciate you. Just purchased this pass. Very excited to see the monstrosity. We got plenty of things to enjoy playing. Opponent with a turn 1 snap. Sure thing. Cubes donated? Certainly. Cubes donated for the content. We donate many cubes for content around here. There is a whole 450 of you jamming in here right now. That's very, very cool. Welcome to the show. You can get to 50 with 7,200 gold right away. Wow, Jesus. That's kind of crazy. That's a lot more than I thought, honestly. Opponent with the turn 1 Bast makes sense why they would snap. Yeah, Bast into Adam Warlock, especially. Content is better than cubes. Certainly is. And I need clips for the video that I need to edit after the stream is done. I think I need to try and turn off this Adam Warlock to some extent, or we're going to be in some trouble. Opponent did the same. Good lord, their hand was good. Initial thoughts on Zabu's power level. I'm afraid the first 52 minutes have not given me enough impression to know for sure. North America Central Time for you makes a lot of sense. Yeah, really good draw for my opponent in this case. I think we have to negative to try and catch up if we want to have a shot. Happy to help you, Lunchbox. That's the plan. Bob Robertson, thank you so much, my dude. I appreciate you. Welcome to Marvel Snapstone. Opponent had it all. Good lord. I have 2 Christmas variants, told Chad. Debating the past to right now, the new Surfer was going to be busted. It's going to be tough to make a good deck that good, but still not drawing. I have no idea, AJ, honestly. Looking forward to finding out. Alright, I think I got to try and turn this thing off to have a shot here. We are not in... Oh, good lord, their hand was... Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, opponent showing you why negative Surfer is still just the nuts. Alright, one final game with this deck. And then we'll shift on to a brand new Zabu shell. Shade, thank you so much, dude. I look forward to welcoming you as a member in the future. It means a lot. Good morning, Coach. How are you? Best Bass negative hand you ever seen? It was pretty much the perfects, yeah. It doesn't really get much better than that. We got ourselves a lovely Weird World game. Mystique and Cerebro deck for sure. Yeah, Cerebro's a lot of fun. That was cracked, yeah. We kind of mentioned it in the tier list today, actually, that when Negative Surfer does its thing and the hand kind of comes together, no one beats you. No one. When your good hands, your nut hands are just better than anyone else's in the game. So when it all comes together, good luck. Alright, it's 1 o'clock. Let's go. You want Bast so badly? I thankfully do have Bast. I think it's quite good too. Very nice, Shade. Congratulations. You have Rockslide and Ebony Maw. I have Patriot and Ebony Maw, I believe. Opponent playing with Leech, and therefore I have to discredit everything they've ever done in life. What do I want to do here? I kind of want to aero. Try and find another good 3 to play alongside the Ironheart on 6. Any plan for the deck tracker to be on iOS? Unfortunately, not anytime soon because Apple makes it an absolute asshole to work with anything. So we'd like to in the future. I wouldn't expect it anytime soon. Just pulled the Robbie Ray's Ghost Rider. Very nice. I'm very jealous. That one's very sweet. Oh, this did not come together. Don't have Zola. Understandable, Ivan. It's a bit of a rough one. I guess our best play is this, right? 3 bodies in Mojo World. I think this is what we're supposed to do. Oh, gotta love Leader. Don't you just love Leader? What a well-designed card that makes games interesting and interactive. I think putting 2 bodies into Mojo World there is going to be pretty good a lot of the time. Unfortunately, it is not good into our friend, the Green Big Brain. How many tokens are a pool 5 card? It's 6,000 tokens. I've got Darkhawk pinned in my shop right now. Okay, let's switch on over to something else, Zabu. We have a few things built. I think this is the one I'm next excited for the most. Let's do the Hella Zabu discard nonsense. So if you aren't familiar with this list, we featured it in our Zabu deck breakdown video and article from Den CCG. It was kind of lovely. I was very excited to see it, and I'm looking forward to playing it. Ah, okay, that's fine. Got a note in my Discord. No, Leader is currently unnerfed at this moment in time. So this one is looking to bring back the power synergies we used to see from cards like Hellcow and Strong Guy, which obviously now cost 4 and will cost 2 if we have access to Zabu instead. Of course, we even get to do silly things with Jubilee and Ghost Rider in this case as well. This is definitely a deck that I think sadly is missing out on Absorbing Man. I would really like to play Absorbing Man in this one. And unfortunately I don't have it, but this deck is slick. I'm looking forward to doing some silly Ghost Rider shenanigans. Let's get some games cooking and see what's up with Hella Zabu. Pay to win director, it has been a grand total of 58 minutes. Nobody knows the answer to that question. Aniv, me too. This deck looks sweet. Shuri or Bast for a shop purchase? That's really tough. My heart says Bast, my brain says Shuri. But again, I refuse to be responsible for your purchases because I don't want to do that. I think Strong Guys may be a card this deck wants anyway. But I do really want to try out Absorbing Man in this shell. I just sadly don't have it. Yeah, I think missing Ghost Rider is a pretty big F for this one. Well, we found the Zabu problem, chat. My deck doesn't do anything until turn 4. What do you take out for him? I think you would probably try playing Absorbing Man over Strong Guy to start with, would be my instinct. Super graphics, I'm doing about 45 minutes to an hour on each deck, depending on how awake I manage to stay. This is the joy of Hella sometimes. I think we are just going to be playing a Jubilee here. I think... Oh, dude! Man, this hand is great. Okay, alright. Okay. We might not be dead. How late am I streaming? It's currently 4 in the morning. I think I would try Absorbing Man after over Strong Guy, I think. Been playing Snap since launch, but it's your first time watching any content online. Happy to have you here, my friend. Welcome on in. Ooh, this is... No, let me do the thing! Oh. No, don't. I have to clip that one because that's a really good example of what this deck can do, but my opponent stopped me from playing absolute boats and buckets of stuff on turn 6, and now I'm sad. Now I'm very sad. You'll be playing Leech Leader because everyone will be on Zabu. I mean, fair. Did nothing till turn 4. Didn't matter. Good stuff. The opponent will peek me, which makes this Hell Cow significantly worse, but it does allow for a turn 1 Jubilee. Let's go! Infinite scared the opponent, certainly did. Oh, no, well, no Ghost Rider hit here. Could you get away with switching out Ghostly for Absorbing Man? I don't think so, unfortunately. I think Ghost Rider is pretty key to what this deck is trying to do. To give you that backup plan for Hela, and obviously just have your 2-cost Ghost Rider. So my initial instinct is probably not. Why haven't they nerfed Leader? I don't know. Maybe they think the card is fine. Maybe a nerf is coming down the pipeline. Maybe Ben Brode is napping right now. I truly have no idea. Missed the beginning of the stream. What does Zabu do? Zabu is an ongoing effect that will make all your 4-cost cards cost 2 less, but a minimum of 1. Stumpify, yes, that interaction does not work. You do not get to play Wave and Zabu together. Thank God. Sean, thank you very much, buddy. Take care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of your night. Meme, please don't blame it on me. I am not responsible for any of your decisions. Well, we kind of got owned by the peak there, to be honest. I'm not going to worry about that one too much. Yeah, we're expecting a blog post in the coming days. When is Battle Mode coming? Battle Mode is coming this month. It will be available for you in January at some point. Blog post with more details coming in a few days. Yeah, like, let the devs test stuff, guys. Like, they know what cards we're enjoying, what cards we don't, etc., etc. Let them figure out what those cards should look like. These things take time. I'm not a game dev because I would be fucking terrible at that. Was there even a balance patch? No. New card release. That is your lot, and you're gonna like it. Well, we get to do some Invisible Woman shenanigans here, which is quite nice. Yeah, it's been the holiday season too. People were with their family for Christmas. Like, things don't happen overnight. As much as we might want them to. How's the Android AP coming along? Wrong person to ask, unfortunately, Sterling. I don't know. You could always ask our dev if you like. In the Discord. Probably the best place to go. What do? I would like to have had another discard effect here, to be honest. But I'm a little scared of losing my Hela. How to get tokens? You open them in collector's caches. It sort of makes sense to wait until the nerf until they get a sense of a new meta. I mean, sure, exactly, yeah. See how things play out. I think we take the risk. It kind of blows, but if we happen to discard Hela, I will be sad, but your current Zabu experience is throwing your Scroll and Shuri in very random situations and winning from value. I mean, deal. We take those. Opponent snaps back. I will play for 8 cubes. Okay. I have discarded many things. These are my things. There are many like them, but these are mine. We take our cubes. We take our cubes and run. Haven't managed to do much with Zabu in this one in the first couple games, but we'll see how we'll lift it. Don't think they should nerf the best answer to Zabu before we've seen its power. Again, like, guys, brand new card, brand new meta game, brand new stuff to figure out, holiday season, any other number of reasons you want to cite. I'm not all that surprised that we didn't get a balance patch. I think it's kind of to be expected. It was pretty gross. Yeah, it was pretty gross. That had to be a bot? I think so, yeah. I think so. I'm fairly certain it was a bot. Okay, we will lose the Infinite and or Giganto. Cool. I'm pretty happy to Jubilee here. If we hit Hela, it's still pretty reasonable. Ninjas everywhere. How do people keep lining up Cosmo with my Jubilee? Would you stop? Alright. Does Wave Zabu not work? It does not. I didn't expect it to be honest. But it does not work. Has been confirmed. Speaking of Zabu. Bit late, unfortunately, for our friend. Do we just go all in on Wakanda and assume that we're not losing Sanctum Sanctorium, or do we try and win 2 lanes? I think I'm just going to assume my opponent can't win Sanctum Sanctorium. Curtis, that's pretty crazy. Well, they can win Sanctum Sanctorium, and so we will be not winning this one. There's a good chance we win that on Breakers if the opponent just doesn't have Mr. Fantastic. It's fine by me. Fine by me. Season Pass, yay! Credits. We actually have, you know what I'm gonna do real quick? I'm gonna upgrade some stuff and see if we can't open a new card. Because people enjoy me doing that as well, so let's do that. Does this screen work for this? Let's see. It does not. Cameras are not on screen there. Let's go deck lists. Let's just do it on this screen. I'm gonna upgrade some cards real quick. We've got some credits to burn. We'll open some caches because if we can open ourselves up Absorbing Man, I would really like to play with it. So let's see what we can do. Let's go quality. I'm just gonna upgrade some things that I've got like waiting to go in Ultra. Let's get Electro its first split. Packs, baby. Let's crack some caches and see if I can open some new stuff. New cards are not in the game yet? I don't think so, no. I'm looking for cards that were in the game that I don't have. Let's crack some goodies. So Electro gets his first split. There we go. Very nice. What else have we got sitting, waiting around to upgrade? Let's get Red Skull its first split as well. Okay, cash. Oh, reserve number 1, please. Yes! Exactly what I was hoping for. Another avatar. First Infinity Split on Red Skull. There he goes. Alright, what else have we got sitting that we can do? First split on Daredevil, maybe? Shadow King will be awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing what the new effect is like. Definitely going to be curious. Reserve number 2. Oh, you can't write it. You literally can't write it. Oh my god. Okay, we get to play some Absorbing Man. Oh, dude, I can't believe that worked. I absolutely cannot believe that worked. Yo, ask and you shall receive. That's bananas. Oh my god. Streamers and cheaters, are we? Are we? Alright, let me update the deck. Let me do that. Good lord. Imagine asking for a card and just getting it. Imagine. Strong Guy out, Absorbing Man in. Alright, we're gonna play some more Hella Zabu, and then I will look to switch over in the near future. That's bananas. Brode is watching. That was definitely a late Christmas gift. That was some crazy luck. Hello, Ben. How you doing? I've never had anything like that happen to me. Am I wearing a baseball hat or a cricket hat? This is a baseball hat. That was crazy. You were begging for a sword man, you opened him. Maybe it's a secret. Maybe. Maybe. Good lord, that is... Oh. Ego game? Chat wants an ego game? I really hope not. Ego's not good for this deck. Okay, Invisible Woman. Locked and loaded. We draw the Ghost Rider. So we're going to Zabu into the Nexus. Opponent snaps. Okay. Streamer perks, man. Streamer perks. What the hell? Opponent will Green Goblin over into the Nexus. That's pretty gnarly. Makes sense as to why they'd like to snap. We will set up Hellcow Ghost Rider, I think, behind the Atlantis wall. Opponent will Wong. Okay.
Thank you for your call.
Brand new subscriber coming in. Martin, thank you very much. Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone. Pleasure to have you here today. Think I risk losing the Hella because I have the Ghost Rider locked and loaded already. We are probably not winning this one. We do, in fact, lose the Hella. Absorbing Man will Lady Sif and discard the Infinite, but we are not going to be able to get ourselves into the... Ooh. 17 is never enough. Tempting. Tempting, but never going to get there. Thought on the feature hot location, love it or hate it? Kind of love it. Think it adds some freshness to the game for a few days. I do think some of the locations they choose are a bit suspect. But I think it helps keep the game fresh. I'm still in shock. Like... Probably safe to skip this pass if we don't have Absorbing Man or Shurier. I don't think so, Travis. I think there's a lot of good stuff you can do with Zabu that doesn't involve either of those cards. Because we actually started the night with neither of those cards. Posted a lot of deck lists in the video that went live 2 days ago now. Feel free to check that out. There's an article from Den on Marvel Snap Zone as well with all those deck lists. All that kind of wonderful stuff. Let's... I don't think we ever fill the raft in time, so let's just stack up in the middle. Cerebro's in the shop. You don't have Brood, should you pin it? I always don't feel very confident in telling people to buy stuff because, again, I don't know your collection. I have no idea what you enjoy. I don't know how many collector's tokens you have. Would I personally buy Cerebro with my collector's tokens? Probably not. Okay, no cards being revealed this turn actually sucks. We find our Hella. Okay, we gotta take a risk then, in which case. A little bit of discard as a treat, question mark. Please don't hit the Hela, that would be nice. Opponent fills the raft up. Can't say I'm that surprised by that. Oh. Rogue's pretty good here. We now can't keep our Hela safe, which is pretty backbreaking. I can just shred my entire hand, but I obviously wanted to keep my stuff safe in doing that. How's Zabu treating us? We actually haven't had the chance to play it very much so far. It's been a bit of a mixed bag. This rogue was really nasty. Really, really nasty. So I guess what we do is go Absorbing Man, Lady Sif, and hope that we don't hit the Hela, I guess. Would Dracula discard still affect Strongman having an empty hand afterwards? Yeah, I think so. Well, we bricked. Yeah, we have Kazabu built for later on. It is definitely a deck I can see us playing. Well, there's a chance here that we can win left if we don't win mid. So I'll stick around for a cube. But obviously hitting the Hela was not what we were looking for. Opponent's rogue was well timed. If opponent snaps, I'm probably getting out of here. But for a cube, I'll stick around. Yeah, we have Kazabu built for a little bit later. I need to actually go look at some of the cool Spider-Man lists now that I actually have Absorbing Man. I didn't build any because I didn't have the card, and now I wish I had. I don't think that list runs Dracula. I'm not sure. I'd have to check. I'm proud of you, Spider. Well done. There we go. Squeaking it in with Giganto. Don't even need the Hela. Managed to get there off raw stats alone. What do I think about possible counters to Iceman or Scorpion? I mean, Bast already kind of exists for Scorpion. In a way. Iceman... I think... probably just gets answered by cost reduction, really. Any quality of life updates you want to see here? Nothing immediately comes to mind. If I think of anything, I'll let you know. Yeah, one point in it was really, really quite close, that one. Okay, we have Hela nice and safe, thanks to death. Favorite card in the game? Probably Captain Marvel, if not Mr. Negative. I think I'll stay out of the Nexus with this. Yeah, I think so. I love Captain Marvel. Any excuse for me to play Captain Marvel, I'm probably on board. Swordmaster. Think we spin the wheel here, and if we lose our Hela, we lose our Hela. We still have Ghost Rider available. Oh. I want to play more Snap, but my eyes hurt. I'm not going anywhere just yet, but good lord. It is early. Thank you everyone for hanging out. I really appreciate you. Welcome on into to Marvel Snap Zone. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream so far tonight. It's been a pleasure. Absorbing Man will grab Lady Sif, which is really unfortunate. That is not what we were looking to have happen in that spot. Can't say I'm surprised, Logan. Do I think any monetization changes need to be made after a month of the token shop? Probably, yeah. Do I know what they are? No. Haven't figured that bit out yet. Alright, let's go... Is there a way I can stack this up like I want to? I guess I gotta try and high roll the Hela off the Ghost Rider. It's probably the plan. Whoa, okay, we're probably not beating a Shuri Iron Man lane anyway. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
Brand new subscriber, welcome on in. Gideon with a 6 and a 5 in it. Welcome into the channel, my friend. Good to have you here. Still looking at the possibility of registering multiple Snap accounts to one Snap Zone account. Although, it's a bit above my pay grade, that one, but I appreciate the feedback. We'll see what we can do. Matthew, thank you for the sub. I appreciate you. Welcome on into Marvel Snap Zone. Hopefully you're enjoying the show. Hopefully that's something we can make happen for you, Aldo. Fingers crossed. This hand is kind of wank now that Absorbing Man costs 3. Got a Zabu, Spidey, Absorbing Man deck you'd like to see played. There's definitely plenty of cool stuff there. I don't really have a good way for you to submit lists to me right now, to be honest, which is a bit of a shame. But we get a Drax from the opponent. Cool. Do I think there'll be any January cards? Do I think any of the January cards outside of Zabu will be meta changes? Honestly, again, I have no way of knowing. I don't feel comfortable stabbing in the dark there. I do think Kang is really sweet. The more I look at Kang, the more I find stuff I could do with it. Yeah, Absorbing Man doesn't take Jubilee's ability in that case, no. Meme, it was pretty good, yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Rescue, okay. I'm glad you're having such a good time with it, Meme. Keep it up, good luck. So sadly we gotta rely on Lady Sif to do the work here, I think. That's okay. Managed to Cosmo the lane they played Surfer into on 6, then had Crossbones Omega Red for the throne room. Jeez. Fruity. Alright, well, I'm going for it. Let's disco. I think Zabu's the big card from January, personally. I don't think any of the others are quite as terrifying. Let's do the thing. Favorite Linkin Park song? That's a good question. So I'm a bit of a Hybrid Theory fanboy in my heart. I saw it performed live at Download the year, 2 years I think before we lost Chester. I'm gonna say In the End. I think In the End has been a song that stayed with me during my entire childhood, and it means a lot to me. So I'm gonna say In the End. Opponent retreats, makes a lot of sense. Don't think they are beating the stack of Hela goodness tucked away underneath the Invisible Woman. Kazabi means you can run your 2 Luchador variants into Tanya and Drax and not be completely throwing. We take those. That is value. That is absolutely value. I'm actually quite a big fan of a lot of Mike Shinoda's stuff in the wake of Linkin Park as well. Okie dokie. Favourite kind of bread? We're getting some very unique questions in tonight. Do I have a favourite type of bread? And why have I suddenly forgotten every type of bread that ever exists? I'm going to be honest. Like, Italian herb and cheese goes a long way for me. I like herb and cheese bread. I like naan bread too, actually. Naan bread's probably pretty high up there. The good old doing nothing until turn 4 hand. You gotta love it. It starts with one thing. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Chat knows what's up. Is there an article that shows the cards that will be released in January? There is, yes. Over on Snapzone for you now. Go take a cheeky peek. Let's see if I can keep my Hela. But I have to stick in through a snap to do it. The In the Air music video, yes. It's quite iconic, isn't it? Opponent's Cosmo goes mid, which is curious. I'm a little upset that Absorbing Man doesn't work the way you'd hope it does in this case, but we'll deal with it. Alright. I guess I have to... Ooh, I guess I have to stack this up over here, right? Do you reckon we lose... Thank you, .gg. I appreciate you sharing the article. Do you reckon we lose Hela if we do it all? I think I'm supposed to Lady Sif to try and keep Ghost Rider or Hela. Cool, I'll keep the Hela. Very nice. How's Zabu doing? We honestly haven't had the chance to play with it very much so far, unfortunately. Hopefully, we can draw it a little more. How do I feel about the new bundles coming out? I haven't... To be honest, I haven't paid too much attention to too many of them just yet. I know of them, but I haven't really stopped to think about value yet, to be honest. It's been a little low down my list. Yeah, can't really give you a confident answer at this moment in time, to be honest. Opponent with many, many goodies. We will flip some stuff. Opponent's Surfer is going to be good enough here. F. Imagine Hela not being good enough.
Please tell me nobody kissed me.
Horatio, thank you for the sub, my friend. I appreciate you. Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone.
What just happened?
More brand new subscribers coming in. Appreciate you. Justin Barber, welcome to Marvel Snap Zone, my friend. Hopefully you're enjoying this morning's early doors show.
Seems to run on some form of
Even more
electricity.
subs, thank you. Cheyenne, appreciate you. Welcome to the Snap Zone. Thank you, thank you. Chat, let me know how you feel. I'm curious. Battle mode this month. Are you going to be playing tournaments? Are you going to be hopping in to play competitive Marvel Snap? Are you going to want to come and play against me on stream? What's of interest to you? How's this deck doing? You feel Jubilee's so RNG here? It's a bit interesting, to be honest. I think Jubilee is definitely a bit of a high roll in spots, but I think you mostly want to be saving it for turn 6. On the Zabu turns where possible. Where am I from? I'm based in the UK, so it is currently 4:30 in the morning. Would you buff Hela? Probably not. No, I think she's fine as she is. Do I keep chaining through the expensive stuff in my hand? Probably. Seems good. Opponent plays the Bucky Barnes into cloning bats, which I think I'm okay with, given there is an armor next to it. Just going to Ghost Rider here. Do I fill the raft? I think I just Ghost Rider into Baxter Building. Opponent with the Warpath. Sure, sure, sure. We pull up Death. We find Absorbing Man. Okay. So I think what I want to do here... What do I want to do here? I think we just Hellcow. You're most excited to have a mode that you can experiment with new deck ideas in? For sure, yeah. Would love competitive Snap as long as the incentives are good enough. What's good enough? What's the goal? Opponent will Deathlock, sure. Three cards in our deck. One of them is Zabu, which is a bit crap. Testing the Hela Zabu deck. Yes, I am indeed. It's been a bit mid so far. It's been okay. It's been fine. think on average this is just going to be better. So we'll do this. Opponent with the warpath being turned off. We do unfortunately hit the Zabu. We knew there was a reasonable chance of that. Thankfully, we appear to be A-OK. Whew. They didn't release the cost, so it's a bit hard to say. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, folks, you've got to realize, of course, a lot of the data mine stuff dropped as the patch went live. And I got my ass out of bed to come and stream, so I haven't seen it. I'm figuring it out as people keep telling me about it in chat. That's basically all I've got. So, if I don't know something, I apologize, but I would love to find out. Ongoing Zabu. Warpath, Omega Red, Onslaught Crossbones. Interesting. Maybe you could sign a card. I think that's more like a World Championship prize, really, right? That's kind of like the really big stuff. I think I have to play this into Mirror Isle, unfortunately. I feel like getting to sign variants is probably quite exclusive and quite a big deal. But I do think they're very cool. When will Battle Mode be live? Sometime this month. Actual date pending. I am fine just to stack stuff up in Mirror Isle here, I think. So we're going to go Swordmaster, because it's more stats. Oh, Debris. Who's playing Debris right now? Bro, that's so bad. That's so bad. Alright, I think we now have to just take the 50-50. Okay, well, our opponent wants us to have zero fun. A whole lot of zero fun. And now most of my plan is, okay, 50-50. 50-50. Still in it. Still in it. Okay. So you're saying there's a chance. Alright, we play Zabu as a body here, right? For no other reason. Just as a body. Alright. Cool people play Debris, but who's doing it right now? Like, who? What's been my favourite deck for Zabu so far? We've played two. We played some negative Zabu, and we played this deck now. And negative Zabu definitely felt cooler of those two, but we've got plenty more to go. Opponent with the... Okay, this is a silly Zabu turn from the opponent. Wong into Hazmat, into Luke Cage. Thankfully, we don't have reveal priority. But we're not winning anyway. God damn! We're struggling a bit with this one. This one has definitely felt a little dodgy. People out in force with their Enchantresses. And unsurprisingly, Enchantress is pretty good against Invisible Woman. Oh, good lord. Brand new subscriber, Joe the MS. Welcome on in to Marvel Snap, my friend. Appreciate you here on the channel. Hopefully you're having a lovely day. Eric Villafan, thank you very much for the brand new sub. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate you too. Invisible Woman in Asgard was not the plan. Be twice. Welcome on in, my friend. Thank you for the subscription. Even more subs, guys. Thank you so much. Jason, thank you so much. Welcome to the channel, my friend. Does this Zabu do much? I think we're still playing it. Even more subs. Sloth, thank you so much. Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone. Glad you are enjoying the content tonight. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate all of you showing your love for the channel and what I'm doing over here on YouTube. Do consider liking the stream for me if you want more people to come and join us. You're missing Hellcow from this? I think you don't want to play this deck without Hellcow. Sadly. I think it is unfortunately a pretty bad idea. Well, I guess we're going to go Lady Sif, Oh, Absorbing Man Jubilee. Is that a good turn 4? Is that a good turn 4? I think so. Also good sub for Absorbing Man. In this deck, I was playing Strong Guy before we opened it. Came to see if Zabu's worth what the first glance rating is. First glance, the card is good. There is definitely counterplay, but you can do some silly things. At first glance, I would say the card is good. But as always, my normal disclaimer applies. I am a man on the internet. My opinion is only worth as much as you want it to be. Please do not let me convince you to spend money. I do not want to deal with that level of guilt. So we hit the Hell Cow, rip our hand to shreds. Looking for Ghost Rider or Hela pretty badly at this point in time. Love this down hip variant? Yeah, for sure. Ooh, fruity. My idol do the stream? Please don't call me your idol. It'll go in my head. You think all-in Zabu might be bad? I think so. I think there's a good chance that finding the balance between good and terrible with Zabu is going to be quite hard. And that's interesting. That is very interesting. You really do want your deck to be good without Zabu and better with it. Smashing with Bass Zabu negative right now, I can definitely see that. My opinion is worth about $3.50 to you. That is a lot more than I would have given it. But thank you for assigning my opinion a price. God, I love the internet. What a place. Is Black Cat ever worth it? I mean, sometimes, yeah. Depends on the deck, depends on where you're playing it. Opponent is going off with some hot nonsense. Good lord. How does my opponent not snap before this? Yeah. Negative decks still doing what negative decks do. I've tested how Zabu works with cost reduction. It works with Serra, does not work with Wave, if that answers your question. Sinister London, sure. Death's Domain is a little bit awkward. I'm going to have to hope that this location doesn't suck for us. Try and stack an Invisible Woman pile off on the right. Which one is the best deck for Zabu? I'm afraid the card has been out for approximately 98 minutes. I have no idea. Yeah, I mean, 0-5 Iron Man is kind of whack, yeah. Well, I would like to make some Zabus. But unfortunately, would like to make some Green Goblins. It's pretty good. Raphael, again, I have no idea, dude. The card has been out for less than 2 hours. If anyone tells you they know what the best Zabu deck is, they are full of shit. Pardon my language. Any thoughts on Midnight Suns? I haven't played it, actually. It's been on my list to get around to. Do we ever win this game? I don't think we do. Green Goblins all over the place. Yeah, not massively sold on this one, folks. Gonna switch on to something else, I think. This one seems a little bit shaky. Alright. Does winning in District X make you feel like a superior player? Sometimes. Hey, Killer, thank you very much. Appreciate you. I'm actually super hyped for potentially the control deck we featured. And I didn't actually put it into the client because I didn't have Absorbing Man until we cracked it live on stream a moment ago. But I would like to try it, so I'm going to go grab it from our article real quick. And assuming I have all the cards for it, we'll give it a shake. I don't have access to what's it called? I have Darkhawk in my shop. It's on the way. Oh, I think it was Den tweeting it actually. Gonna need to go grab it from there. Deck lists in too many places. Deck lists in far too many places. Which is exciting, really, because it means that like, there's so much stuff to do with the deck, with the card. Everyone's trying new stuff. Alright, let's go see if I can find this list real quick. If not, I'll probably just play Kazoo. So this list looks pretty good. Okay, so I can't play the Darkhawk deck yet. So let's try Den's other list. Let's go Den Zabu. No export code, of course, because Den's not good enough to me like that, unfortunately. So let's build this the hard way. We're going Iceman. We're going Scorpion. We're going Lizard. We're going Zabu, obviously, which makes sense. Brand new subscriber coming in. Sorry I can't see your name right now while I'm building the deck, but thank you for the sub. I appreciate you anyway. Absorbing Man here. Shang-Chi. More brand new subs coming in. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Spider-Man. Enchantress. Wow, I'm really sorry for missing all these subs, guys. I appreciate you. I will have you back up on my screen in just a second. Sarah America Chavez. This is Den's list he's excited about playing, and I look forward to trying it out too. So let's give this one a shake. Where's my Chavez? There she is. Cool. Let's try this out. Lane Denial, Spider-Man-y goodness. Cool. Deck list going up on screen in a hot second. If you haven't checked out Den CCG's work on Marvel Snap Zone, by the way, folks, you absolutely should. Dude writes some insane articles. No worries, Raphael. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for the kind words. Thank you for the subs that I may have missed, guys. I apologise for missing you. That was you and some dude named Daniel. Well, Rod, thank you for the sub, and thank you for the sub, Daniel, as well. I appreciate you. Let's go. Zabu is not like how Surfer felt at launch. That's good to know. That's good. Does he work with She-Hulk? Not in any noticeable way, I wouldn't think. Should have played Iron Man with Zola to duplicate it regardless of the leech. That would have been a while ago, but yeah, fair enough, Scott. Should I get Absorbing Man or unpin it for potentially She-Hulk? GRT, my answer to this is always really simple, unfortunately. I do not know your collection. I do not know how many collector's tokens you have. I do not know what you enjoy. And I am only the opinion of one man on the internet. So it's very hard for me to comment in confidence, unfortunately. If you think you'll enjoy it, go ahead. Is Brood still worth being pinned? If you want to play Silver Surfer decks, absolutely, but my previous statement also applies to your question. Lizard or Scorpion? Basically always Scorpion in these spots. Sadly, my Zabu now costs 4. How does Zabu interact with Wave? It doesn't! James, thank you so much. We talked on Discord before about Iceland before National. James, thank you so much, my dude. I'm still playing plenty of Fab, don't worry. I'm not sure if we're supposed to stick around here, but I refuse to leave. This is far too cool. Let's go. My opinion is worth 350. Nice. You passed on She-Hulk even when she's on top of everyone's tier list because you could afford 3 tier 3 cards. Makes perfect sense, honestly. What's the replacement for Absorbing Man in this deck? Unfortunately, Den built this. I did not, and this is my first game with it. So to answer your question, I don't know yet. Working on that, I guess. Alright, Moon Girl for many cheap Spider-Man is the way to go here, right? This should be pretty silly. Alex, I agree, is probably totally for the best. Opponent, why are you an asshole? Why you gotta ruin my fun, opponent? Oh, dude, that ruins everything. I'm so mad. Came in at the right time. Good to see you, Rabble. Guess Zabu is more supplemental than anything. We'll definitely see. Opponent plays 2 Devil Dinosaurs, and I'm not allowed to play 2 copies of Spider-Man. It's not fair. Opponent ruined my fun. I was definitely going to just Spider-Man everywhere and allow them not to play the game of Marvel Snap, but unfortunately, Enchantress says otherwise. And I think this is why Zabu might be fine, you know. Like, if we're going to end up in spots like that, where Enchantress, Rogue, and similar just shut your entire deck down, I got bad news for you. Alright, well, we have a pretty good Zabu draw here, thankfully. If we... Opponent's not going to be able to beat me in TVA, right? Yeah, okay, goodbye. Opponent did not want to let me Zabu into 2 4-cost cards in TVA, which is understandable. I can appreciate that. Lumeria. Well, we're doing a good job at drawing Zabu in this deck so far, which is always nice. I'll probably put some credits into Zabu real quick shortly, because the grey border is annoying the crap out of me. Icebox. Dude. Why you gotta hit the Zabu? Need to play Alpha Science? We do not. We absolutely snapped there. I'm like fairly certain we snapped there. I'm fine turning Lizard into a symbiote, to be honest. Seems fine. Yeah, Babel, for sure. I expect to see a lot of Enchantress over the next couple days, just because the card does seem like it should be pretty sweet. Which we're wondering which is more flexible between She-Hulk and Absorbing Man. I think Absorbing Man is more flexible, and She-Hulk is higher power level, if you like. It's probably the way I would put it. Let's get the Zabu down here, make our Shang-Chi and Enchantress cost less. You've played against me before? That is likely to happen. I play a lot of Snap. Better than television. Congratulations. Enjoy your She-Hulk. Yeah, boy. Alright, I'm gonna... Okay. Oh, good lord. Go on, opponent. Stick around. Stick around. I have reveal priority. The old Enchantress into Spider-Man. That's fair and balanced. Brand new subscriber coming in. Bradford, thank you so much, friend. Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone. Appreciate you. Nice -1 power Ironheart, friend.
No, what are we, a team? No. We're a chemical mixture that makes chaos. We're a time bomb.
Jeremy, thank you for the sub, friend. Welcome. Well, that worked. That one was exactly what we intended to do with this deck. Exactly what we intended to do. Opinion, a deck of all infinite borders or a deck of all infinite splits at different levels? Aesthetically, infinite borders, I think. Iceman, let's go. I don't really want to play you into Necrotia, but you can go wherever else, I think. Hala is fine. Oh, goody. We find the Zabu. What's up from Mexico? What's up from the early morning in the UK? How are we doing, my friend? Zabu is actually Enchantress propaganda. You heard it here first, folks. Propaganda confirmed. I don't mind Zabu having no power. I think that's mostly acceptable if I can keep it out of Hala, risk it dying. Doesn't seem worth it overall. Aim, I arguably disagree more than ever based on these first few games. I actually just don't think Zabu is particularly meta-breaking right now. There's really good counterplay into it. I look forward to being wrong, but so far I've been fine with it. Brand new sub, Squizzo, welcome to the channel. Appreciate you. Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone. Think we are going to be on Scorpion Moon Girl. Make some stuff. This man is up at bollocks o'clock for us. I certainly am, Montax. It is about to be 5 AM. What's Zabu looking good in so far? To be honest, we've played like 3 games with this deck, but it's felt like the best one so far. Fair enough now, and I can respect that. I don't know if this is good, but I'm doing it. Stay away from my Zabu. Stay away from it. Stay away from it. Have you ever seen such a disgusting hand of Marvel Snap cards? Holy crap. Good lord, that's nuts. Aim, we can agree to disagree, friend. We can agree to disagree. Kaio, I think this deck is unfortunately very much built around that play pattern. It's hard for me to say you should play this deck if you don't have those cards, unfortunately. Wow! The Gambit gets us killed. Jeez. No dice. No dice. Goes to show you that that's not always good enough. Montax, you are 100% correct. Yes, Robin, you are also correct. Always play your lizards first. Always play your lizards first. Brain is running on fumes. Let me off. We'll be okay. Absorbing Man replacement. I don't know yet, honestly. I think this shell really benefits from having it, so I'm not 100%. But yes, we definitely should have played Lizard first there. I am a spoon. We're all good. If you came here this morning expecting optimal play, folks, I'm afraid you're not going to get it. I'm very tired. Okay. Well, I needed Drax there. I certainly did. Yeah, you're not wrong. You failed me for the last time, Starscream. Okay, hand is cheap and full of nonsense. Opponent is going to draw from the Asgard. We're not going to Serra here. Because we're just going to Spider-Man Absorbing Man. So I think I just do this. Alright, so I am going to snap here. And we're going to go Spider-Man, make another Spider-Man. Lock off 2 lanes from our opponent, and hopefully that should be a-okay. Value up to 375. I feel like Cosmo's needed for Zabu decks to protect it from Enchantress. Maybe. Maybe. Opponent was clearly going to play on 1. Yes, they were. They were. Still gives me the shivers. Oh, how are we doing, folks? You out there playing some lovely games of Marvel Snap yourself at the moment? How's Zabu going for you guys? I think that last game is super winnable if I screw my head on and think properly. We pick up a mission. Very nice. Some Season Pass goodness. grab ourselves some boosters. I'm just going to go real quick and put a border on this Zabu, because it is starting to annoy me slightly that it is grey. Same with Absorbing Man. So, let me just go put a green border on these. Sorry if this has been answered, but is Absorbing Man mandatory here? Honestly, Christian, I'm only sub 5 games deep on this deck so far. I truly don't know. It was built by Den over on Twitter. Den CCG popped this one out on Twitter earlier on. I have not played enough games for the deck to know whether it's mandatory or not, unfortunately. So I just don't feel confident giving you an answer. So. Cool. Let's go. You'd be playing Zabu if you had Spider-Man. That's fair. I can respect that. I do think Spider-Man is one of the better cards with our friend Zabu. Let's get Icy. I'm leaning towards Absorbing Man being a pretty big loss. Because you don't have the double Spider-Man play pattern as often. Trying to figure out the playstyle of this deck before you go out and try it. Can you walk you through the plan here? Sure. A lot of the game plan for this deck is going to be early stats into a Moon Girl with the intention of Spider-Man, Absorbing Man locking off 2 lanes on the final turn. Or just playing like 6 1-cost cards thanks to Zabu and Sarah reducing all the stuff you copied. Those are your basic play patterns. And then obviously all the cards you're playing are just good anti-meta cards. So you have Enchantress, you have Shang-Chi, you have Killmonger, you have these ways to basically answer what your opponent is intending on doing. Which is very much the name of the game. So I'm going to try and keep Lizard out of the Nexus, I think, at the moment. Opponent should want to play here. Sneaky good synergy. You can play Goose and play Zabu behind them and still play into the lane with Goose. Yeah, for sure. It's something you can do, for sure. Jason, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think realistically replacing Absorbing Man here could be quite hard. But we are... Only one way for us to find out. I am probably going to Sarah on 5. I don't think I have space to Moon Girl in that case. Does Zabu work with Wave? It does not. It certainly does not. It's not a synergy that we want to see. Thankfully. I think I forced my opponent to play somewhere else on turn 5. Brand new sub coming in. FM Lag, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Welcome, welcome. Is Zabu game breaking? So far, my answer is no. At this moment in time, I do not think it's game breaking. If you play 6 cards on the last turn, Bishop would be a great addition. Unfortunately, Bishop's a bit hard to fit into a deck like this. I got a nice Absorbing Man variant in your shop today. Very nice. What about Shuri? Would she work? Shuri might work. Shuri might be kind of cool. I appreciate that, Spider. Thank you very much. Means a lot. Alright, let's see what we can do on this final turn. Yeah, Shuri Wong is what I want to try. I think if you're playing Shuri, I would want to play a list with Wong as well. Because Shuri and Wong off of Zabu just sounds disgusting. Okay. What are we doing here? I think it looks like this. I can't afford to Shang-Chi into the throne room, I don't think. Because we need the stats in the Nexus. I think I'm going for this. Absorbing Man replacements, just talked about that, unfortunately. Only a few games in with the deck. I'm not sure, honestly. A few people talking about Shuri and Wong, for example. But I'm not sure at this moment in time. I just have not played enough games with the deck to be sure. That's unfortunate. Whoa! We absolutely should have lost that. An opponent has a hood tucked away inside the Dark Dimension to actually throw the left location. That's absolutely tragic. Oh, dude. That's so brutal. Zabu, Shuri, Crossbones, Typhoid. Yeah, I actually want to play with more Crossbones at some point in the near future. I think Crossbones is a sweet one in the Zabu decks. GG, yeah, for sure. I'm not Shuri, indeed, yeah. Yes. Puns. You gotta love the puns. Do not want to play into Vibranium Mines here, really. Gonna Iceman mid as a result. Westview coming up. We get to Scorpion. Same kind of thought process here. I did not think we were winning that. The big house is a little awkward for us at the moment. We kind of can't play into that. How's this deck working for us so far? This one's actually been pretty good so far. This has felt like the best of the bunch so far. You definitely have hands like this, though, where it's like, well, I didn't draw Zabu. Chavez helps with that, but obviously sometimes your hand is just going to be full of fours. I think I'm inclined to Spider-Man here, knowing there's a chance I could draw Absorbing Man. No worries, Spider. You take care of yourself, buddy. Get a good night's rest. Sleep well. Opponent with the Zabu. We did draw the Absorbing Man. Very nice. So do we want to do this to lock off a lane? Or do we want to play the Serra? I think my turn 6 just sucks if I don't play Serra. Worst location for this deck? Good question. Opponent Spider-Man's be back, jeez. Showing off their Zabu feels like it's probably too late. They get value from it before I get the chance. Which they did with Rescue Spider-Man. So. How do we have reveal priority here? That sucks so bad. All I wanted to do was Shang-Chi my opponent's rescue. Nowhere probably sucks a bit, yeah. Yeah, with reveal priority being on our opponent's side here, I think we're out. Think we are out. Dream Dimension, yeah, that one's probably not very good either. That one is probably not very good either. Looking for more Zabu. Yeah, chat's got some good suggestions now. It's good to see. Project Pegasus. Okay, if you insist. Okay. Ideally, turn 6 you can drop your hand. Yeah, for sure. That is the ideal situation in a lot of cases. Opponent will Drax me. People out here playing Drax today. Look at that. So this is an on-reveal, of course, which is why it triggered twice. How do we want to set up these Spider-Mans? Michael, if you're right, I'm forgetting in my sleep-induced state. I think I'm just playing some stats into Stark Tower, looking to start setting up the Spider-Man chain going forward if Zabu stays alive. Drax finally got a buff, certainly did. It's good in the Zabu decks. Crossbones should be too. Opponent snaps back. We drew a Shang-Chi. Deal. Deal. Michael, I'm not sure, honestly. I wish I was awake enough to recall if I know that information, and unfortunately, I am not. If I know that fact, it's tucked somewhere in the back of my mind. Goodbye, Drax. Snowmane, I think you can play something like this without Sarah. I would probably just play another piece of top end instead, but I do think it's going to be a pretty big miss, unfortunately. So we should just be good to go here, right? You ever triple Spider-Man to people, chat?
Thank
Pretty
you
good.
for your cooperation.
Robert, thank you for the brand new sub, buddy. Appreciate you. Welcome on in to Marvel Snap Zone.
Please tell me nobody kissed me.
Prince is here. Yes, you are. Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone, my friend. Good to see you. Oh, dude. Triple Spider-Man. What a world. Disgusting. Yeah, Spider-Man is going to be some hot nonsense with Zabu. Especially with Moon Girl. Some hot nonsense. Half the fun of a new season is making new decks to try yourself. Yeah, for sure. And trying out what everyone else has kind of told me they are excited to try. As I say, I wanted to play these Absorbing Man decks pretty bad, but I didn't have it until we cracked it live, which is going to make for a really good moment in the video when... the highlight video tomorrow. In fact, if you're chilling with me tonight, chat, you know what you should do? Say hi, YouTube. Because you might very well end up on YouTube tomorrow morning in a video covering some highlights of this stream. So give me a nice little chain of hi YouTubes in the chat. That'd be very cool. Been using Sero Zabu with Magic and she's fantastic. I can believe that. Magic seems like she could be pretty good. Why wouldn't he retreat? Yeah, I mean, good question. I don't know. This is fine. Hi, YouTube. Chat knows what's up. There we go. Zabu turn 3 followed by Rescue Absorbing Man on 4 is dirty. Certainly is. Certainly is. Hi, YouTube. Do I want to run this Killmonger out? I kind of want to make Moon Girl space. Yeah, I think so. Appreciate the love, folks. If you haven't already, please do me a small favour with the stream. Just make sure you like it for me. Press that thumb. Goes a very long way at helping us reach more and more people, and I appreciate you. Makes it worth getting up at stupid o'clock to come and play with new cards. Okay. I am going to fill my hand with stuff. Wong into Shuri into Jones? Yeah, it's pretty cracked. What do I think about the Sarah and Angela bundle? I actually think those variants are lovely, but I do think the bundle is a bit expensive. They are very, very nice variants, though. Of course, as always, that is my opinion, and not the opinion of my employer. Oh, no! Opponent with the Galactus in the sewer system. That's kind of rude. What am I going to do with this pile of Shang-Chis? I guess I hope it's not Spider-Man, and I can just Shang-Chi the Oblivion out of my opponent's stuff. Well, they have reveal priority, so 2-2, right? We can tie. Am I risking a cube to tie? Don't think so. Don't think so. Turns out Galactus pretty good against the Zabu decks because it takes away all of your space to play stuff. You sad you bought the bundle because you don't have Sarah and you love the variant. Sarah showed up in your token shop the next day. Oh. Oh. Yeah, if they pass, we lose as well, so... Mike M, thank you for the sub, buddy. Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone. Pleasure to have you here tonight. Welcome, welcome. Losing our Absorbing Man to Sokovia. Daily Bugle gives us an Ironheart. Sure, that's really not very good for us, honestly, at the moment. Lizard helps. Lizard helps quite a lot. We find Zabu. Are we playing you out now? Probably. Probably Zabu o'clock. Means we can Enchantress. Okay, well, we're definitely playing the Enchantress. That's for sure. Woo! Fruity. Man, when this deck goes, boy howdy does it go. Do I recommend buying Mystique from the token shop? As always, I don't know how many tokens you have, what you enjoy, what your collection looks like. All that kind of wonderful jazz, so it's very hard for me to give you a dedicated opinion on what you should and or shouldn't play. Both players turned off the opposing Zabu, but I do think Mystique is a very good card. I personally wouldn't mind spending tokens on it myself, and if you think my opinion is worth something, then feel free to use it accordingly. Both players just snap Enchantressing the Zabu is quite funny. Hey Murdoch, I actually think the card's been mostly fine so far. It's been good. I don't think it's been, like, broken or anything, though. Thoughts on Rogue this early on just to win the mirror extra hard? Rogue not being a 4 feels like a pretty big miss. Not sure. Are we just in on Killmonger, Ironheart, Ironheart? Does that ever win this game? Opponent not snapping makes me think it might. Depends on what's joining this Wong. I'll give them a cube if they've got Odin. It's fine by me. Yep, they can have their cube. That's fine. Yep, Chavez is just here as a way to enable... drawing Zabu more consistently. That is indeed the thought process. I don't mind giving up a cube to Odin there. That's fine. Shang mid would have achieved nothing. Just hit 90 playing anti-Zabu for a few hours. Makes sense. I'm just floating up and down 70 at the moment, trying out stuff. And honestly, just... playing out games I probably shouldn't be playing out to see how they feel and how they play, and also, I'm probably not awake enough to be retreating properly, but that's mostly fine. I can worry about ranking up on Wednesday. For now, I'm just going to play with new cards, have some fun, see what's what. Zabu Omega Red Crossbones is actually fine now. I really want to play with some Crossbones, actually. I think there's a good chance I play some Crossbones decks on Wednesday, and see what's up with those. Why do I have Moon Girl in the deck? Because she costs 2 with Zabu and gives me more 2-to-1 cost things to play with Zabu. Was just thinking he was going to Ironheart mid. I don't think so, no. I think my opponent was basically always going to Odin if they have it. You can run more staples if you want. I'm running out of space for staples. Trust me, I'd love to play some more staples, but they don't fit. So Dream Dimension actually kind of sucks for us here, but we are probably just going to be going... Moon Girl into Enchantress on 4. Luke Cage. Opponent likely on Wong Hazmat. My username is not changing every game, GRT. My user is at the bottom, next to the cards in my hand. My opponent's name is changing every game. Okay, so this is an ongoing effect, right? So I can take Zabu away from myself, but I don't really want to do that. What I am going to do here is just Moon Girl, I think. I probably don't have space to do it all. Let's just play stats. Let's just play stats and then start Spider-Manning lanes. You were getting smashed just playing? Couldn't even try Zabu, really? Just had to run Patriot for a bit. Unlucky, Richie. Jeez, that sounds awful. Hopefully your play experience has improved slightly. So we draw the Sarah, sadly cannot play it. And sadly, this Dream Dimension stops us from just Spider-Man in 2 lanes like we planned. Where do I think my opponent wants to go? Probably Atlantis. That was my best guess. Looks like my guess may have been wrong. Green Goblin sent over. Sure. So I'm expecting the Hazmat. Thank you for the brand new sub, folks. Saint Reactor, thank you very much. Welcome to the channel. I'm glad you've been enjoying it, Gabriel. Sounds good. Sounds good. Am I clearing away these rocks? I think we are clearing away the rocks. The question is if we're winning this game. And I am not 100% sure. But we'll try. I'm afraid it's English only in this chat, my friend, as I am not familiar with... Well, I speak a few other languages, but not very well. See what our opponent has to say about this final turn of the game. Can I rate your deck? Not really in passing, Preston, unfortunately. It's going to be kind of hard for me to glance. If you want feedback about decks, your best bet is to go join the community Discord server you find in the description box of this stream. And plenty of people will give you feedback on your stuff in the collection check forum. Oh, I actually just haven't ended my turn. Whoops, that's my fault. Sorry. That was bound to happen at some point. When does Battle Mode release? Sometime this month, from what I understand. How's the Den deck doing? Pretty good so far, actually. It's been a mixed bag, but... it's been pretty enjoyable. Nice! We even beat the Absorbing Man there. Look at that. Smooth and buttery. Killmongering the rocks. Definitely key to that one. The deck's felt fine so far, actually, yeah. Yeah, pretty reasonable. Maybe you had too many forecasts. Want to try ones you've never used? I never ever. Yeah, I think a large part of what I'm looking forward to with Zabu is playing a lot of cards that have basically not seen play. I want to see more. I want to play more Crystal, more Crossbones, more Drax, and see how these cards feel. Basically, we've got the Zabu goodness. Assuming my opponent doesn't ruin my entire life here, I'm probably snapping. Is Absorbing Man needed? I think it's a pretty big loss if you don't have it. To be honest. Jeez, Sanctum Sanctorium blows. Alright, I was going to snap. I'm probably now not going to snap because Sanctum Sanctorium is really bad for me. I think it's a pretty big loss to not have it in this deck, but maybe you can live without it. You just lose the double Spider-Man lines, which is, I think, a large part of the deck's power. Yeah, so I have Darkhawk pinned in my shop, so if you're looking for Darkhawk content with Zabu in the near future, it will be on the way as soon as the store gives me enough tokens to buy it. That is the plan. Can I get myself a second Spider-Man here? I can, right? Okay, now I probably snap. Opponent snapped first. I'm gonna see their snap through and see what happens. Is Sarah needed? I think you do need Sarah for this one, for the big final turns where everything costs 1. Oh, chat's right. Chat's right. Yep. Yep. Sleepy Scott did not notice the line of double absorbing man. You are 100% correct. Take care now and have a good one. Well, we'll leave space open for Shang-Chi. Man, this is disgusting. Good lord, the Spider-Man shenanigans are just horrible. Coffee? No. If I drink coffee, I won't be able to go back to bed afterwards. That seems bad. Sheesh. Oh, the Moon Girl double Spider-Man games just feel disgusting. Hope you didn't want to play the game, opponent. You have 2,900 tokens saved and could get him as soon as he pops up. Not sure if you should wait until first rotation. I think the card is good, but again, my normal disclaimer applies here. I am just a man on the internet. I don't want to tell you what to buy. I feel bad for him. Me too. Jeez. That one was gnarly. Sokovia is taking away the Zabu. F. No Zabu this game. Ripped so ungracefully from our hand by Sokovia. Brand new subscriber coming in. Furman, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Welcome to the channel. Probably not the best deck for cubes. I think you can snap strategically, but I'm not going to pretend that I'm awake enough to do that. Michael, welcome to the channel. Pleasure to have you here, friend. Thank you for the sub. I think I just Iceman my opponent again. I think so. Thoughts on Rogue for like week 1 of the Zabu Mirror? I think Zabu Mirrors probably get settled by Enchantress more than they do Rogue. I don't hate it. The question is where you make it fit. These Zabu decks are really quite tight on space, I think, in terms of how many 4s you have to play for the card to be good. Having plays early for when you don't draw it. So I'm a little skeptical of Rogue finding space. That would be my initial instinct. You won't hold me responsible? Please don't. I hate it when people hold me responsible for decisions I didn't make. I think I'm fine just moongirling here. Opponent with the rescue, okay. So does anyone actually know how this interaction works? If I Shang-Chi with reveal priority, does this work? I think it does, and I need to know the answer to this, so I'm going to find out. It does. Cool. Alright. Answers my own question. That's basically all I wanted to know. Opponent ties up the vault. Yeah, I thought it did. Brain wasn't 100%. Yeah. Yeah, it does 100%. We're all good. We're all good. Makes sense. I feel like that's the kind of thing I know, and like I have the information tucked away in my brain up here, but I can't access it right now. How do I feel about Mystique instead of Sarah if you don't have Sarah? I'm not sure Mystique is the answer, to be honest. I think Sarah's a pretty big loss for this one, unfortunately, because You really do want to be able to have those ridiculous turn 6s. And if you have Zabu, they all cost 1, but Sarah still means that your 4 drops cost 3 on turn 6, so you can at least play 2 of them even when you don't draw Zabu, and I think that's a pretty big deal. Opponent with the lizard into Nidavellir, sure. Okie dokie. Dream Dimension is a bit sad all around, sadly. But we will... So we're not playing Sarah this game, so what we should actually do is hold on to the Zabu. And we should play it later, so that we don't have to get it caught by hate. Hello stream, hello checkers, how are you my friend? Battle mode will be out this month, it is not currently available though. Okay. So we Zabu now. Opponent will Shuri. Okay. That could be interesting. Well, we have the Shang-Chi for that now. So let me Enchantress mid, see where the opponent's Shuri'd card go. I think we're snapping here. Hey Chad. Dude! Dude, why are you awake? Welcome. Good to see you, Chad. You play MTG, so the stack is similar? Yeah, I'm also an MTG player originally. Just got Zabu and then naturally pulled Death and Hella. Very nice, checkers. Very nice. Any changes made besides the soon season? No, not currently. No balance changes. No. Nothing to be worried about. Alright, this is going to be a pretty gnarly Shang-Chi, huh? I was admittedly hoping to play to another lane with this, but alas, no dice. So, Shang-Chi mid. Spider absorbing, I guess? Yeah. Oh, leader. What a fun and interactive card. Don't you just love... Don't you just love leader? Makes for great games where many decisions are made. Ugh. Zabu's sweet. Zabu's very, very sweet. Yeah, so we lose the game to leader when I don't think we lose the game to anything else. Which kind of blows. Kind of blows. We're definitely supposed to snap there. Our hand is kind of nuts, but as is mostly the case with leader decks, sometimes you just have to run it out and hope it's not there because you beat everything else. Boop. Get a little icy on the opponent's goodies. We find Absorbing Man, sure. Opponent with the armor into Fisk Tower is mostly fine. The Killmonger here is going to be a bit awkward, as we do not have an awful lot else going on. Well, never mind. Never mind. Let us get the Zabu on the go. Opponent also with the Zabu. Okay. X-Mansion gives my opponent a Sarah. Are you kidding? Oh. Dude. Okay, that kind of blows. We are going to go... Lizard Moon Girl, I think is the name of the game here. Opinions on Null. I think, unfortunately, Null has not really found a home at this moment in time. Ends up being a bit lackluster in things that aren't Galactus, and it's not even the best there. Not a massive fan, personally. The anti-leader vibe is strong with this one. I'm normally pretty good with leader, but I am quite tired and it is quite early in the morning, so my patience for for leader is a little lower than I would like it to be. You'll have to forgive me. Opponent snaps. I think I stick around thanks to Shang-Chi on the Typhoid Mary, but we'll see how we go. Yeah, I'm normally not that fussed about leader, but my patience is thinner than normal. Yeah, Zabu is turned off from the Enchantress, but we can still play 2 cards on turn 6 thanks to Sarah. Opponent will Spider-Man into... Okay, well, no, we can't. No, we cannot. Alan, to be honest, I still stand by what I said. I think there is a lot of skill to leader overall in a number of cases. I'm not missing anything here, am I? No. Cool. I do genuinely think there is more to that card than just slamming it sometimes, but there is definitely situations where it's like, well, I was supposed to play that out, and I was almost certainly supposed to snap, and it's the only card that really punishes me for it. And I guess the sad truth of that is it probably just discourages you from snapping as often, which is a bit of a shame. Brand new subscriber coming on in. Fernando, welcome on in, my friend. Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone. The go bet I will do sometime soon, Chad. I always enjoy doing these streams. I think they're worthwhile. I get to talk to a lot of the Marvel Snap Zone audience that I don't get to see on the average day, that aren't normally around for the live streams. We get to play with new cards as soon as they release and try out cool new stuff. So me waking up at 3 AM and pushing through fatigue, I think for the most part ends up being worthwhile, because I don't get to do this otherwise. I don't get to see a lot of the people that enjoy our content but live in a different time zone than me. So it's hard, but I think it's worthwhile. Ashish, please don't post in the chat asking for feedback on a deck. If you want feedback for a deck, that is what the community Discord is for. I'm not gonna sit here and give feedback on every single person who posts a deck in the chat's deck. Unfortunately, I'll be here all day. Where do we want this Zabu to go? This is a very good draw here. Where do we want it to go? I guess it's safest over in nowhere. Gonna snap. Hand's pretty good. Cheers and salutations from Mexico. Yeah, very different time zone indeed. Salutations, Waitress Mage. Good to see you. Okay, so we should set ourselves up to draw the Absorbing Man. So let's do that. How are we doing, folks? Hopefully everyone is A-OK. Hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you might be. Good to see you. Who will I replace Absorbing Man within this deck? I think, at the moment, Absorbing Man feels like a pretty big loss. I only played a small handful of games with this deck, obviously. Oh, sugar. That Cosmo is really good. I've only played a small handful of games, unfortunately, and I don't think I can see an easy replacement immediately, is the sad truth. I think it's quite important for the Spider-Man lines, so I don't feel comfortable with any immediate suggestion, I'm afraid. If I think of something, I'll let you know, but feel free to try some 4-cost cards out in that slot, but I'm not sure yet. So I don't want to turn around and tell you, yeah, just play Crystal, because I don't know. David, thank you very much. Appreciate you. It means a lot. It means a lot. Folks, if you are enjoying the show tonight, you can do one of 3 things to help me out. You can like the stream, press the thumb. Opponent wants to snap. I think I'm fine sticking through a snap here and seeing where we end up. You can like the stream, press the thumb, help the algorithm, all that wonderful jazz. You can subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Keep staying tuned for daily Marvel Snap content. Or if you really want to help, you can become a member and support the channel with some bonus emotes and some other goodies as well. It goes a very long way. So... yeah, Drax is one that I'm interested to try, unironically. So this is the play, right? This is the play. Super Graphics, I'm going to play a few things that we built beforehand. I'm not sure I'm going to build anything from scratch today. My brain probably can't function at that high of a level. This feels like a lot of cubes to risk, but I think this is good a lot of the time. Thoughts on Crossbones? I'm actually genuinely curious as to how Crossbones ends up. I think the card could be kind of reasonable in a pinch. Looking forward to playing some games with it and finding out. 8 cube game. Good night, Red Skull. I knew I was right to stay there. Zabu Sarah doing some work. Even our Moon Girl got Cosmoed that game. Our Moon Girl got Cosmoed and we were still good. Full 8 cubes. Very nice. Yeah, looking forward to seeing how Crossbones does now. Okay, let's get a little icy. This can turn into a symbiote, it's fine. Karlov, unfortunately my answer to that right now has been I'm not sure. I didn't build this deck. It came from Den over on Twitter. And I'm like maybe 20 games deep. And it's felt pretty important so far, unfortunately. I think it's really quite good in this deck. If there is a replacement, which there might be, I'm not sure what I would suggest right now. Would need to play some more games, I think. Strong Guy with Hellcow might be a shout. Yeah, we have a Kazabu list with that pairing in it. And we also had it in Hella Discard for a bit too.
He really grows on you, doesn't he?
He does really grow on you, doesn't he? Teddy Brown, thank you for the sub, my friend. Appreciate you. Welcome to the channel. Am I just burning this Killmonger?
Man, what are we, a team?
Think I wait.
No, we're a chemical mixture that
Garrett Tam, thank you for the sub, my friend. Appreciate you. Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone. Iceman is now dead anyway. Very nice. Brand new subscriber coming in once again. TKB, thank you so much. Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone. Pleasure to have you here. Are we spider into spider this game? I don't think so. I do think we're probably spider here, though. I think we're spider into Sarah a lot of the time. Opponent will Shuri. Well, I look forward to slamming this Shang-Chi wherever the hell you play a thing. Alright, double Sarah. Let's disco. Opponent will indeed Starry Eye the Spider-Man. I agree. I like Spider-Man. Spider-Man's great. Opponent takes the pass. Sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky. Alright, chat. Are you ready? Are you ready to take a risk? Are you ready to lose it all if it goes horribly wrong? Because I am. Does this deck lose if you don't draw Zabu? Definitely not. We've won plenty of games without drawing it. Gamble. Oh, buddy. Get absolutely ruined. We had the double Shang-Chi available, so we had 2 shots to hit the Shirid card. There we go. Very, very nice. Basically exactly how we drew that up. This deck feels great. I'm very impressed so far. I can see myself playing quite a lot of this one going forward. TVA, well, if we want to win in TVA, we're going to have to draw Zabu right now. Because we don't win in TVA otherwise. Okay, opponent doesn't win in TVA either. Sure. Nah, this deck is cool. You know what? I've been pleasantly surprised by Zabu so far. The card has felt significantly more okay than like actively detrimental, which is really nice. Makes it a sweet build around. Hopefully it stays that way.
He really grows on you, doesn't he?
Brand new subscriber coming on in. Wanard, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone. Glad you're enjoying the show. GRT, I might have answered your question for you. Completely up to you. Zeitz on target, thank you for the subscription, my friend. Appreciate you. Welcome to Snap Zone. Zabu getting hit by the Iceman here kind of blows. We will indeed Scorpion our opponent, and then probably just burn the Killmonger, because I don't think we have much another choice. To be fair, I do still get to Zabu into Moon Girl on 5, which might not be terrible. We draw Sarah. I think I am going to Zabu here. Opponent will Spider-Man, okay. So... this is not the world's best Moon Girl. But I think another 1-cost 3-power card is likely worth it. Jason, unfortunately, my answer to that question so far has been, I don't know. It feels quite important so far in the games we've played. I don't feel like I can offer a suggestion right now that I'm happy suggesting. Iceman really giving Zabu the Ice Cage? Yeah, for sure. Zabu getting hit by Iceman is pretty bad news for you. Murray, unfortunately, it wasn't great. We did not have the best of luck. This game feels like a bit of a lottery, unfortunately. Give it to you raw, is it broken or not? I think the verdict right now is not broken, John. I think it's pretty good, but it feels pretty fair, honestly. And hopefully it stays that way. I think I'm just going to try and steal this one. think I'm going to try and steal this one. Yeah, it's actually been very fun. Unironically, been quite fun. You can do some silly stuff. Like, you obviously can do some really, really silly stuff. But it just doesn't play out that way very often. Hey, Sacha, thank you very much. I'm glad you're enjoying the show. Welcome. Nice. Winning this one on tiebreakers. Most broken new pool 5 card. I don't think any pool 5 cards are actually broken, to be honest. I think the best ones are probably Bast, Shuri, and Galactus. Unless you mean the ones that are on the way, in which case I have no idea if any of them are broken, because I haven't played with them. The one time you draw Crystal Zabu negative, your opponent Cosmos middle. Ugh. Yeah, I really wish she didn't have to go middle. Would be nice. Would go a long way, I think. Okay, we're all good. Stealing a goose from the opponent. Just going to Scorpion here. Erase some stats. They play the goose. Oh, man, I wish I could feasibly stream in this time slot more often. It's so cool to see so many of you in here today. These are always super enjoyable. Thank you everyone for hanging out. Thank you for the support. I feel very appreciated today. I really wish we'd drawn our Moon Girl off this Lamentis one. Unfortunately, we did not. Still going to Zabu, I think. Opponent will also Zabu. Really hope they didn't draw their Moon Girl. Will Enchantress and Lizard. I guess I could Lizard Stark Tower here as well and take the negative off, but I think I want to spread my stats. I guess you're a chill fan. Thank you, Grant. I appreciate that. I guess Surfer was better than Zabu. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Opponent manages to Enchantress my Lizard for me. Thank you. Good to see you, Jared. Checking in from CA. Certainly a nice change of pace. Welcome. All right, let's go like this. Initial thoughts on Zabu. I think the card feels pretty good. My instinct is that it's much weaker than people were worried about, but it's felt pretty fun to play with and like a good build around so far. I'm excited to see if it can stay this way. Death from the opponent. Jeez, okay. Is my opponent discarding 2 cards? They are not. So I guess my best shot here is just hoping that... Dude, this kind of blows. Because I can't stop the Dracula hitting something huge. I'll give them a cube if they've got a huge card in their hand, basically. They kept both cards in hand. And hit Lady Sif, which means they lose. Nice. We take those. Love your content and all the help you get to give. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Like, I do my best. I really do my best. I don't get up at 3 in the morning for just anyone, you know. It's what it's all about. This is what the Snap community should be about. Hopefully I can keep on doing it. Atlantis, sure. Greetings, Journey. How are you? Squirrel Girl for our opponent. Well, this is going to be a nice, spicy Killmonger, isn't it? Falcon. Do I have a Falcon to save the Iceman? I don't think so. Scorpion here is just a bit too good. Sure. What cards are coming? Plenty of cards have been data mined to be in this Battle Pass. I suggest going and checking out the article on Snapzone if you want to see everything in detail. I'll probably do a video about them in the near future. In fact, I'll write that down in a second before I go to bed and forget. Video about upcoming cards. Let me write myself a note on that one before I forget. Shadow King, yeah, I know Shadow King's text has been changed, but I haven't actually seen the changed card yet. Data mined card video is now on my list of videos to make. There we go. Cool. Just had a rough game with turn 2 Subterranea. Oh, dude, I hate Subterranea. All my homies hate Subterranea. Opponent with the big old death, and I do love it when a plan comes together. The 6-0 that doubles your cube win, I don't think that's absurd. It's cool in negative. I think it's mostly going to be a gimmick, to be honest, Jared. I think scoring 16 cubes off a game when you have to spend your turn 6 playing a 0 power card is quite hard. Have I looked at any of the new locations yet? Briefly, I haven't looked in detail. I think Plunder Castle is the one that intrigues me the most, though. Hellcow followed by a Ghost Rider on Wong on turn 6 could be... Yeah, for sure. There's plenty of cool stuff you can do over there. Alright. Chat, you gotta believe. You've got to believe in the double Shang-Chi. No! No! That doesn't do it. Oh, that's so grim. Oh, what a well-timed arrow. Now I'm sad. Alright. We lose a chunk of cubes to a well-timed arrow. Darkhawk players when they see Subterranea. Yeah, you know what? I'm so looking forward to getting Darkhawk out of my shop. I'm like maybe 1,500 tokens away now. Not long. Not long at all. That was a pretty disgusting arrow. And I'm very sad. We probably just shoved this into miniaturized lab, right? Yeah. But as I say, the same thing with their lizard, makes sense. Oh, Sakaar ruining my fun. And Maximus bringing it right back. Alright, cool. So I think we just burn the Killmonger to make space, because we're going to be looking to play 2 4-drops next turn. I wanted to play Zabu into Onslaught Citadel, but this will do, I guess. So we will... Oh, this is disgusting. This play pattern is unreal. Zabu into Moon Girl Spider-Man into Absorbing Man is just beyond disgusting. Oh, very nice. I haven't seen the video, unfortunately, about how battle mode works. I will check it out when I'm not awake at 6 AM. Oh, sugar. Well, now we can't win right, because opponent's arrow does pull Iceman over. Maybe we shouldn't have played the Iceman. Maybe that was the mistake. Well, opponent has reveal priority. I think I'm just on double Shang-Chi. Oh, Leader, man. Honestly, Leader can just... Oh, I'm so sick of this card. I don't even think it's, like, that good. It's just so boring. Like, you just have to play that final turn because you beat everything but Leader. That's the problem. Hopeful to get a pull 5 card soon. Fingers crossed for you, buddy. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what Wong Darkhawk nonsense can do. Yeah, Scorpion's fine here. Yeah, leader's really good in the Zabu meta. You can't deny that. Card is going to be very strong if you're looking to play a chunk of stuff on turn 6. Black Widow. So no card draw for us here is a bit of a shame. Fisk Tower, sure. Opponent will Korg. So this could be Hazmat, this could be Dark Hawk. Hard to know. Okay, so we have to go... When's the new season? It's been live for about 2 hours... About 3 hours exactly, actually. Yeah, I think this is Zabu into double Spider-Man. Hey Green Link, how we doing? Hopefully all is well. Opponent will Wong, okay. Kind of to shut that nonsense off. So we draw the rock, which kind of blows. So we're going to go Spidey, rock, I guess. Do I know anything about a new patch? No. No, I do not. I only work for Marvel Snap Zone, the fan site, I'm afraid. I do not have insider knowledge, and currently I believe there have been no announcements regarding those things. Opponent with their own Zabu. Oh, dude. This play pattern is just absolutely unreal. Yeah, Spider-Man Absorbing Man Zabu is some hot nonsense. Yeah, I think Zabu is a fine card. I think people were definitely panicking more than they should have been based on my initial impressions.
No, what are we, a team? No, no.
Brand new subscriber coming on in. William, thank you so much. Appreciate you.
We're a time.
Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone. You're evil, Mr. Spider Dude. Yeah. Happy not to be the only one annoyed by Leader. To be honest, I'm normally a bit better about it. Leader doesn't normally bother me that much, but unsurprisingly, I'm quite tired given the time. And my patience is a little thinner than normal, so Leader is grating on my it's grating on me, I guess. Well, that makes this Green Goblin kind of crap. Guess we're just going for the Killmonger. Sure. Karlov, fair enough. I appreciate the concern. Should try to replace Chavez with Typhoid Mary, Shang-Chi with Crossbow. I think Shang-Chi's very good. I don't think you want to be getting rid of Shang-Chi. The card's been very good for us. I do think there's a good chance that something like Typhoid Mary might be quite good, but I want to have the added consistency of drawing our Zabu right now. Hand is a bit clunked up here, unfortunately. Think we just Lizard. Hey, Dan2, sorry that you didn't get your Zabu, but thank you for the game. Would you say Absorbing Man is worth the 3k in the shop? I'll be honest, I opened Absorbing Man earlier on this stream. I haven't played it that much. I don't know how good it is universally, but the card's very fun. I'll just put my normal disclaimer in here. Basically, you know, I don't know your collection level. I don't know what cards you have, what cards you don't, what you enjoy, how many collector's tokens you have, all that kind of wonderful jazz. So without that knowledge, it's hard for me to tell you if you should or shouldn't buy something. But do I think Absorbing Man is a very solid, unique effect? Yes. And if you think you're going to enjoy it, then it seems like a reasonable purchase. Unfortunately, opponent has reveal priority. Which means I think that we're losing this game. Yeah. Not being a dino here because Shang-Chi can't kill anything. The Spider-Man just feels like a new leader. I'm not so sure it's that good just yet, because instead of just drawing a single card, you need to draw Zabu on 3 and have Zabu on 3, Moon Girl on 4, have Absorbing Man, Spider-Man. Like, it's obviously very good when it all comes together. I'm just not sure how often you draw all of those 4 cards on time as opposed to just drawing leader. Let's get a little icy up in this. Bah, bah, bah. Ooh, Scorpion is a good draw on time here as well. We take that. No, it will not. Zabu is like Killmonger. It cares about the energy cost printed on the card. Ricardo, this has been my favourite one by a lot so far. I'm not entirely sure if it will be my favourite overall, but the Spider-Man Absorbing Man synergy feels very good, and is currently my favourite deck of the bunch. Yeah, I guess that's the thing about Spider-Man too, right, is you just don't actually earn that many cubes. Let's make some more stuff. Ooh! Sandman's quite good against us. Sandman is quite good against us. What happens if you combo Zabu with Onslaught? I mean, I'm not sure how you're getting that all in play, but it will make things cost 1, I imagine. A lot of the time. Best replacement for Absorbing Man? Honestly, I'm not sure there is one, sadly. I haven't found one I'm happy to recommend yet, anyway. I do not think we can win this, unfortunately. This Sandman was just game-ending. Sandman seems like it could be very, very good moving forward. Very, very good indeed. How close am I to this Darkhawk? I actually want to know how many tokens I am away from getting it. 1,700. Okay. Soon. I think I want to try out a little bit of something else. We got a few decks built here. You know what? I actually want to try one more deck to finish the night. This is one that I brewed up myself, and I actually have no idea if this is going to be even remotely reasonable. But this is my favourite Moon Girl deck. It's a deck we've been working on in the background of a couple of streams now at this point. Basically based on the synergy of moving stuff around, creating extra copies of Miles Morales, doubling up She-Hulk with Moon Girl, Quinjet reducing the cost of everything as well. We've been working on this shell for a while, and I want to see whether or not Zabu is a good fit here. Even with only 4 4-cost cards, I think Moon Girl will do a lot of heavy lifting. So I'm going to see if that's true. So this is the one that I want to try next, and see how we feel about this one. So let's go. Soon, TM. We find a nice early Nightcrawler, sure. Hey, Greenlink, I'm happy to hear that. I'm glad that. I hope it's been going well for you. Yeah, it's very much meant to be a framework. Don't look at it as only being able to play that list. You can of course change things up and let us know how it goes. Quinjet. Sure. So we'd like to draw a 4 to go alongside. Well, we're not going to be doing that now, are we? Upside of Sandman is enough to compensate, but for playing a 1-power 4-drop? Maybe, Michael. I think it's pretty good against specifically the Zabu decks. So if these are the decks to beat, then yes, probably. Wow, my board is full of crap here. I got screwed by Central Park, I think. Does Zabu work with wave? It does not. Do not build decks trying to do that. You will not have a good time. This game is not going well. Yeah, you can theoretically cancel out Sandman with Enchantress, but that's like saying that I can, you know, not be hungry because there's food in the fridge. Like, I'm still hungry right now. I have to go get the food. You know, I have to go get the Enchantress. It's not always gonna like. That was not a good metaphor. Don't use that one anywhere. But you know what I mean. You have to draw the Enchantress. It's not always gonna line up that way. Wow, my metaphor game is lacking early in the morning. Good lord. Yeah, we're about to get hazmated through the nose. Board is just full of junk. I do not think we are winning this game. If my opponent snaps, I will probably leave. Between like Central Park as a location against this opponent's deck is obviously just nightmarishly bad. Yeah, for sure. It was a simile. We'll go with that. Opponent with the White Queen. Is there ever a way to win this game? I don't think so. Nope. I'm going to give my opponent a cube and move away. That was a pretty horrible mix of locations and or stuff from my opponent. Debris plus Central Park kind of takes up a lot of space. Vormir. Vormir is not the best for us, to be honest. How do we get through that? I guess probably sending the hood to its death is the best way we get through Vormir. Mojo World, sure. We can stack up Angela over on Mojo World. So, going to turn on Miles Morales here with a good flip from Polaris. This means our turn 4 is probably Juggernaut into Miles. Opponent was Zabu. So I think we just Enchantress here, right? We give up on the Miles.
He really grows on you.
Think so. Brand new sub coming in. Braindon, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone, my friend. I'm glad you're enjoying the show today. Appreciate the love. Opponent fills up the lane. We will take out Zabu. They White Queen. White Queen is a card I should probably be playing in more of my decks that are playing Zabu, to be honest. So we can guarantee that we turn on Miles here, which I think is good. Oh, Spider-Man's pretty bad for me here. Do I think there's any brew with Zabu and Surfer? Probably. I haven't put it together yet, but I imagine there's probably something you can do. But obviously there's quite a lot of tension between 4 cost and 3 cost in that regard. Gonna be your kryptonite. Okay, so we need to... Opponent has a reveal priority, right? So we can beat big things if what we do is go Miles, Demon, Shang-Chi. think this is the way to do it. Opponents out. They agree. Very, very nice. Folks, for one final time tonight, so if you hate this kind of stuff, don't worry, I won't be saying it again. If you haven't already, please do me a small favour and just like this stream. If you've been enjoying the content, it really helps us reach more people and get our content out there to just make Snap a better place all round. So if you are enjoying it, just press the thumb for me. Costs you nothing, and it really goes a very, very long way. If you would like to make sure that you're not missing out on Marvel Snap content, there's a really easy way for you to do that. You can, of course, just make sure you subscribe to the channel. Press that button for us. Turn on notifications. You'll get brand new content in your newsfeed every single day. And if you would like to support what we're doing here at Marvel Snap Zone, you can do that by becoming a member on the channel, or leaving a super chat or something if you prefer. It gives you some little bonuses, some perks, some emotes, some badges, and hopefully some more perks coming in the near future. So please consider doing that for us as well. That would be fantastic, and I would love to see it in the future. Thank you so much. I appreciate everyone who's hung out for this very early morning stream. But hopefully you've enjoyed it. Do let me know if this was your cup of tea, and let me know what you think about Zabu in the chat. You know. Ooh. All right. You have my attention. Went with the Wolfsbane. That's a very loaded lane on the right-hand side here. So I think... And Bob's your uncle. Certainly is. Certainly is. I think the plan at the moment is just to set up this Juggernaut in Project Pegasus, so that I can guarantee my opponent's super flow is full shortly. I'm glad you've been enjoying it, Dan. That's the important part. So, Nightcrawler Polarius is the play here, I think. And then, assuming my opponent's going to Surfer, I'm looking to Shang-Chi without reveal priority. Alternatively, we just do this here now, and we don't get the extra energy next turn, which I think is fine, actually. Playing with the Bishop into Iron Man, sure. So now we boot the Iron Man over. So... where does the Shang-Chi go? Where does the Shang-Chi go? $11 plays 0, 12 plays 2. So technically speaking, it should go here. But we are very much guessing. This is turn 5, in fairness. Maybe I hold this? I can hold the Shang-Chi. I can hold the Shang-Chi. We can do that. Get boned, Mystique. Alright. In which case, yeah, I think the line... 11, 1, 12, 2. I think the line looks like this. Playing with the Ironheart. Into Surfer. Which is no good. There we go. Very nice. Very, very nice. Is 0 Zabu? Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I held off on Shang-Chi. Obviously, there's a bit of a chat delay, so you guys are just catching it. But, yeah, my brain originally realized it was turn 5 eventually. Yeah, I think there's so much cool stuff you can do with this card. I'm very much looking forward to seeing where Zabu lands. Vormir. Vormir's pretty bad for us. Need to draw the hood, I think, to get through that in good style. Opponent with the goose that's terrifying. Look at that variant. Good lord. I'm going to try and turn that goose into a symbiote, I think. Nope. Sadly, we are pulling the Quinjet instead. A shame, to be sure. So... I think this is just going to be Juggernaut Miles. Also thinking he can slot into a strong guy Khazar deck. Yeah, we've built a few of those to see how they end up. Think he's going to be meta-defining as in top tier? I don't know. I guess my initial instinct on Zabu is that I expect the card to be good and played in top decks. Do I think it will necessarily be the linchpin of those decks? Not sure. Like, Serra Zabu seems like a deck that is going to be good. So, it will likely appear somewhere. The question is where. The question is, what the hell does this turn look like? Think it looks like this. The Moon Girl's kind of whatever. I think I'd rather just have stats, honestly. Do I just kill my Quinjet? Yeah. The Quinjet can die. When a patch is being released, we have no idea currently, or at least if it's been announced why I've been live, I don't know. We have a blog post coming with information in the next couple days. I'm sure we'll find out a little more about patches and stuff in that period. Josh, some of the bundles have tokens, some of them do not. It's very much a mixed bag. Okay, pretty happy to start on the... I guess I start on the Quinjet here because I know it's safe. I guess I would rather kill the hood somewhere if possible. Or chuck it off in a location that I don't care about. Superflow. That's fine. We find the Moon Girl. I think I actually want to hold on to this Polaris. Try and guarantee a move. Opponent will indeed clear out the hood for me. We appreciate that in this neck of the woods. Alright, so we get to do the thing here. Let's go Moon Girl. Make an extra Demon and an extra Miles. Which deck do I recommend to use Zabu in? We've been playing all kinds of stuff all night, trying stuff out. Obviously the card has only been out for a few hours, so I don't have any like steadfast suggestions. The best deck we've played tonight so far, in my opinion, is the Den Zabu deck we played a little earlier. The anti-meta deck with Absorbing Man and Spider-Man. That deck felt very good, and it wouldn't surprise me if it was a good starting point. So we have reveal priority here, so let's just be an asshole. I saw Zabu twice before becoming Spook and made a rogue deck. Fair enough. Give yourself some counterplay, why not? Makes a lot of sense. Pull the hood out of the way. Turn our Miles on. Yeah, Typhoid Mary Enchantress on the same turn is pretty gnarly. Pretty gnarly. Alright, this turn should be pretty gnarly too, honestly. Bonk. Bonk. Zunk. Dink. Opponent will deathlock, sure. Casual 14 power turns, pretty good. Certainly pretty good. Opponent will wave on the final turn of the game. I guess that leaves us guessing where the big boy is going to go. We have reveal priority, unfortunately, which kind of blows. So I guess what I'm supposed to do is challenge... I mean, I don't think I win this game, right? Opponent gave me reveal priority. Well, I gave myself reveal priority. And I can't Shang-Chi anything that lands. The death, the She-Hulk, regardless of where it lands. Yeah, think we're smoked. Think we are unfortunately smoked in that spot. Wave just kind of stops us having any counterplay to the opponent's plan. Pablo, thank you very much for the brand new sub. Appreciate you. Means a lot. Yeah, Jacob, that's the plan. I think Zabu gives you an interesting backup line to be able to play Miles if you get stuck without a move effect. But I also think Moon Girl with Miles is pretty good in the same shell, so we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, we out. We gone. Sokovia unfortunately eats the Polaris. Do I have any balance patch predictions? Do I? I think... So, again, opinion of a guy on the internet. Don't put any weight into my thoughts here. I'm very much guessing like the rest of you. This is a pretty good draw. I would expect Aero to lose some power. I think there's a good chance Aero goes down to being like 6 power again. That's about it though, really. I think Leader and Aero are the 2 cards I think are most likely to be touched. I'm not even entirely sure they need to be, but... Opponent with the Atuma over here. Interesting. So, we will... I guess we're likely to give this lane up some amount of the time. Sure. Let's make multiple demons. Opponent will Enchantress the Zabu. It's gone. No more cheap stuff for us. Well, still cheap stuff for us. We have a Quinjet in play, but you know what I mean. How do I feel on Silver Surfer? I think Silver Surfer is arguably a little bit overtuned, but I think the card is very good and very fun. 6 Energy Sarah. Talk about an unplayable card. Jeez. I think I'm in the market to skip turn 6 here. Think I'm in the market to skip turn 6. Just watch Binks and the Zabu's avoiding him. He never draws it. Oof. Oof. I'm a dumbass. Why did I Enchantress left? Well, yeah, okay. The fatigue is getting to me now. So at this point... Yeah, I'm still doing this. That was obviously very dumb, chat. Don't do that. Spider-Man probably gets us killed here too. We might be able to beat the Atuma, actually. It's not entirely impossible. I'll try for it. Seems like a nice way to finish the day, is this double She-Hulk play. Show you a little bit of what the deck can do in that capacity. Drink some coffee? No, I'm afraid I'll probably be wrapping things up shortly. I've been up since 3 AM. It's now 6:30. So I'll probably be wrapping things up shortly. But that's a really good little finish. Look at that. Showing you the power of double She-Hulk. Dylan, thank you for the sub, my friend. I appreciate you. It really means a lot. Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone. Alright, we're going to take one final game with this one to send off the night, and then I am going to go to bed, because slowly but surely, I'm falling asleep. And I need to be up in the morning to edit a video for you guys, so I don't want to leave it too late. But this has been really fun. I would like to do this every single season pass, if my body lets me. We'll see how I go, but I like doing these streams for you guys. So hopefully we can do them more in the future. Fingers crossed. Thank you for the love, though. It's been 15 more games. I think I'll die. I appreciate all the support tonight. It's been very lovely. Dark Dimension, sure. So Shang probably ends up going into Monster Island a lot of the time. I think I'm fine to hide Polaris under the dark. I guess I would. Does this one ever want to go Nexus? Maybe this does want to go Nexus because we're looking to Shang left. Sure, I can buy that. Discard Zabu's been sick. I mean, fair. I'm happy to hear it. Looking forward to seeing more of it in the near future. Opponent with the Zabu. I guess we just turn that off because we don't want it on. That's a risk we're willing to take. Thank you, chat. If the streamer man dies, he dies. It's like, oh. Okay. Thank you. Opponent will Jubilee into Nexus. This deck without Polaris and Juggernaut? Definitely not, no. This is very much built to utilize Miles Morales, which kind of requires both of those cards. The Zabu double Spider-Man, double Absorbing Man is cheating. It definitely feels pretty disgusting, yeah. Yeah. We had a few games with it earlier and it felt pretty gnarly. Am I skipping 5? I guess I want to have 4 mana left over. Yeah, okay. So let me do this so that I can potentially She-Hulk plus Shang-Chi. That sounds like a plan. Opponent will Magic the Nexus. We've got a game. We have got a game. Opponent wants to play ball. I'm open to play ball. I'm going to snap, though, because I think this is our pivot turn. Kill their monster, play a She-Hulk. Have the ability to move Nightcrawler if we need to. I think we are looking to be pretty good here. The word is out, though, folks. Those timely enchantresses are going to be quite clutch going forward, I think. Yeah, Checkers. I think that's my favourite deck of the bunch so far. Opponent agrees. They are out. Good night, sweet prince. And speaking of good night, that is going to be everything from me for this morning. Folks, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming and hanging out for this early release stream to celebrate the release of Savage Lands and all things Zabu. Thank you for all the subscriptions, the love, the likes, and everything else. It really means a lot, and I'm glad you've been enjoying the content. If you want more of this, you want more cool decks, more new ideas, more Zabu gameplay, probably come and hang out with us at 6:30 PM GMT on Wednesday when I'll be back live for more things Zabu. Until then, I've been HowlingMines. You've been amazing. This has been Marvel Snap Zone. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you again very soon. Have a good one.